All right. So last time, you guys had finished up your business at the Wandering Emporium, and had returned to the Bone Brambles to hold up your end of the deal with the Night Hag, Red Ruth. You had protected her grove from an assault from undead trees and ghoulish dryads that had come to try to destroy her shack and especially her summoning room in the back. Um, Upon returning, Red Ruth had shown her appreciation to you all for holding up your end of the deal, and she had told you that she had given you the information you were looking for, which was how you would break the curse of the genie that is guarding over the demon zapper. The deal that they had made with Zariel could only be broken by drinking the blood of a titan. And she even made the suggestion to you that there was a fallen titan that currently resided in Uldrak's grave. They didn't have much information on this creature in particular, but that if you were looking for enough blood to lift that agreement, to break that contract, Uldrak might be a good place to start. So you guys headed out of the Bone Brambles. You got back into your war machine, and that is where we pick up tonight. So where would you guys like to go? You guys had a couple of leads. You had heard that there was a Death Knight that was a former servant of Zariel that was at the Crypt of the Hellriders that might have some information on the Sword of Zariel, which is currently what you guys are seeking. But realistically, you can just kind of go in whatever direction or do whatever you guys would like. But those are your two strong leads currently, is it Crypt of the Hellriders and Uldrak's Grave.
Well, we can go to the Crypt of the Hellriders and then and
Yeah.
then we double down towards the how do you call it? Was it the graveyard or?
Yeah, Uldrak's Grave is
Uldrak's grave. Yeah.
what you guys have on your map.
Good.
All right, so you guys start driving out in that direction. And let's see.
I will be looking forward to either a short rest or a long rest, whatever I can squeeze in as we drive.
Yes. So it's about 20 hours of fuel to get to the Crypt of the Hellriders. So you can go ahead and take 20 off of that total, Tim.
Yep. All right. All right.
And you guys are all able to achieve a long rest on your way there. You kind of sleep in shifts. And at one point, I would imagine that Uljar, you would probably want to take over driving since you've now gotten practiced.
Yes.
I'm gonna look over his shoulder like a very nervous parent. Like, you know how like stomping on the brake pedals occasionally that don't exist.
Slow down.
It's like
Slower.
like
Brake.
like okay, just because you can doesn't mean you should run over the skull pyramids. Okay, like yes, our little tank, our soul crusher demon thing can handle it, but it doesn't mean you have to. Okay, think about the treads on this thing. They're not gonna last forever.
Come on, this thing can take it.
Yeah, and like I hear this as like when we go against some brambles, and I'm just like, oh, the paint. We just got that fixed.
That doesn't sound right.
That will not buff out. I'm taking this out of your soul coin and allowance.
Wait, we have an allowance?
Actually, speaking of soul coins, we're about to need to burn another one, because we're down to 1 hour before we'll go down another one, and we only have 4 soul coins at the moment. So, again, not to lean too much into the concerned father trope, but I feel like I'm, like, watch the gas gauge.
Don't worry. This baby still has some juice in it.
Mateo, do not imitate him.
All right, so as you guys pull up,
Not setting a good example.
as you guys pull up to the crypt, acrid smog swirls around a barren hill, rising from which let's see. Rising from which, like giant tombstones, are a pair of leaning monoliths. There's something wrong in that sentence, but you guys see giant tombstones that look like a pair of leaning monoliths, each soaring more than 50 feet into the smoky red sky. Dozens of armored knights kneel in motionless reverence before the monoliths, between which a set of onyx steps leads down under the hill. So essentially what you guys are seeing is this display of what looked to be non-living armored structures, probably not living armored knights, but rather either their armor or some sort of petrified or crafted armored structures that kind of surround this pathway leading down into what looks to be an underground crypt under this hill.
And they're not moving, like
No, you don't see
They're
any
not-
movement.
active or anything. Okay.
No. So what would y'all like to do?
What do you think, Oldjar?
Well, it seems we gotta find out if they hate Zerio or if they like or they still follow her. I guess based on that, we can try and maybe negotiate. What do you guys think? Because I mean, if we're trying to screw with Zerio, or not screw, but what's the word? If we're going against her in small things, then we might as well just go big on it.
What can? What is it we're trying to accomplish here again? I can't remember.
Well, we're trying to find the sword, right?
Right. But why are we here at the Crypt of the Hell Riders?
Well, learn the whereabouts of the sword if it's here,
Oh, okay.
and if it's and also to find out more information about Zerio, right?
Honestly, I didn't remember why we stopped here. So, looks
Yeah.
cool.
Let's go and talk to some of these folks.
Yeah.
Can we kind of find a maybe out of sight place to park our vehicle, and then we'll dismount and start walking up towards the entrance?
Yeah, you try to park the demon grinder somewhere that's not too conspicuous or out in the open, and then you guys make your way out front and start walking down these onyx crafted stairs that lead down into the mountain.
All right.
Alrighty.
And why does that keep reversing itself? 1 second, I gotta fix something here again.
Tim, I sent the picture in general.
Oh, awesome. These are your lizard guys.
Yep.
Nice.
It took forever.
Love the ziggurat. Yeah, I imagine. Just your little slime priest. Is that what the guy in the ziggurat is?
Yeah, the one in the middle. Yeah. It's still
That's
not
pretty
fully
dope, man.
painted.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice.
So as you guys Oh, and here I'll heal Harry because he would have gotten a long rest as well. And Tim, you seem like you're at low health.
Okay.
You guys all did get a long rest before coming
We
here.
sure did.
All right. Yep, I am no longer at 9 hit points. Whew.
Yay.
Much better. Oh, okay, so then
So
it's,
as
so
you
there's-
guys walk down the pathway, and this is pretty much a single file pathway. It's not particularly wide, but you guys are just placed up there so that you can start entering the map. But you see a pair of basalt doors that block the passage ahead. Their surface is engraved with a relief of a knight locked in combat with a devil, both wielding burning swords.
Can I ask Lulu if she recognizes this? I mean, she's a angelic being, right? So she might maybe recognize some of these figures.
They seem
I mean-
familiar. At least.
This place doesn't seem familiar to me. And as far as the pictures on the doors, it doesn't look like anything specific. It just looks like a generic knight and a generic devil.
Does the sword look familiar to me or Lulu? Like, is there anything unique about the sword?
No, they just look like they're swords that are on fire.
Okay. Well, can I, so the door is at the bottom of the staircase?
It is.
Can I
Yeah,
listen
the
for anything?
stairs level out, and then there are two large doors. The doors do not have any visible handles, locks, or bolts, but they do look to be made of basalt.
I'll just push it. I'll try to open the doors. Is that fine with everybody?
Sure, I was going to listen at the door first to see if we heard anything, but
Oh, okay.
hey, that's all right. You go ahead, Doljar. We have a great history of opening doors.
I do.
Yeah, do we go ahead and have a marching?
I'll go up the stairs and
I'll go next.
I'll breathe in a little, breathe out, and then I'll try to push the door. Strength check?
Jar, it says Paul.
Oh, it's a pull?
Go ahead
Well,
and make a strength or an athletics check.
Athletics, okay.
You shove and push, and the doors don't budge.
These are some heavy doors.
What is basalt anyway? Like what?
It's a black igneous rock, so it's formed from volcanic activity. But it's not like glass-like like obsidian, so it tends to be pretty
Durable.
I was gonna say it's kind of like a flat colored usually.
We should try knocking on the door.
As you begin to knock, you realize that it's kind of like knocking onto stone. There's
Yeah.
really no sound reverberating through it. These are thick, heavy doors.
Oh, good old far side.
Should we try to smash the door? No.
Just slow down. Let's slow down. What? are
Anybody's
some other?
Speak Can anyone say the word friend in Infernal?
Yeah.
Just chance that the old.
Wouldn't it be celestial?
Uh,
I mean, we are in hell, but
yeah.
Is there anything else like on the walls around us? Anything that might, any more detail about what we're looking at?
Make an investigation check as you kind of just peruse the walls, the interior,
Hmm.
You don't find anything. Just the carvings into the front of the door that have the devil and the soldier fighting. The knight.
So just for fun, since I have a flaming sword now, I'll just try igniting my sword.
Okay.
And nothing happens when I ignite it, I assume.
Nope. It does illuminate the area around, but yeah.
You guys think I should try like touching the door with the sword? Any other ideas besides busting the thing down? I'll just try touching the door with my flaming sword.
You touch it, and nothing happens.
All right.
well,
Are there any openings above or below the door, like a crack or is it just solid?
It does look like there is a little bit of a crack above, below, and around. Like it's not, like you can see that there is definable doors, and there has to be at least a little wiggle room if it is to open and close. If it was completely sealed, then the thing wouldn't be able to swing open and closed. But it's very, very tight. You would imagine a cockroach could probably get through, but not much bigger than that. Cat's not squeezing through here or anything.
I'll try putting my hand on the door.
All right.
Just trying a few things. Nothing happening. I'm feeling the door. Nothing feels strange.
Make an Arcana check. So you would imagine that passageways like this probably have some sort of magical means of opening and closing. If it doesn't have a more mundane way of opening and closing it, like a lock or a handle, you would imagine that it's something magical in nature.
Any other ideas, guys?
Can Lulu can Lulu cast fire at it? I mean, I guess you tried your magic sword.
I don't think fire will work. I think it might.
Or maybe holy energy on the good character, on the celestial. It was like positive magic that she could do.
Does Lulu speak Celestial? Lulu, can you speak Celestial?
She does.
I mean, she's like an
Yes, she
angelic
does.
critter.
Can Lulu try saying a few phrases just in case it's a...
What should I say?
Friend and enter? I don't know. Open.
She says open
Hello?
and celestial. Hello. Nothing.
Knock, knock.
Maybe if it's magical, maybe there's like a input or something that maybe is a spell cast.
Would it be possible, since we're mostly martial fighters, like when and Kim doesn't really, magic is just kind of like inexplicable to him, he would maybe ask Harry, like, hey, buddy, does any of this make any sense? I mean, you are probably the most magical hair person that I have ever encountered. You seem to be masters of all things arcane. Could you help us out, maybe, buddy?
See if he has anything in here that might. See, it's tough for me to do because I, as the DM, know what the thing is. So it's hard for me to then play the character.
How about this? Well, no. Let me give you something specific, so that way you don't have to have that kind of that dilemma. May I ask him to roll and basically I'm asking if he could roll an Arcana check.
Yeah. 10. He gets basically the same sense that Ezra does, is there must be something that will allow the door to open and close, but
because I got an 18 investigation, but I guess that's not high enough to beat the DC for this. Okay.
If the nice way doesn't work, I'll take a Lightbringer.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a crypt of the undead, right? So maybe smashing the door.
Oh yeah, or necromantic, maybe necromantic energy.
Well, I was gonna say like holy, like radiant.
Yeah,
that might work. Well,
yeah, that's what like if someone had like a radiant, cantrip or something that they could cast at it. That's what I was thinking with Lulu.
All right. Well, I can have Lightbringer, cast light, and let's see what happens if I smash it with it. I'll attack the door.
That's a good attack.
Wow.
Okay, so you hit the door as hard as you possibly can, and you feel very confident that you hit the door squarely. And if there was a hit that could deal damage to this door, you would imagine that it would have. But as you recoil from the strike, the door is untouched.
I hit this perfectly square. I tell everybody, you saw my form. If anything, it was the best attack I can do with this weapon. Huh.
Mateo says, well, perhaps there's a magical way for us to get past the door. Like if we could teleport past it? Or, if we could turn into something small enough or flexible enough to go around the door?
Does anybody have some type of transformation magic?
I don't think so.
I thought Harry does.
Harry would say, I could dimension door 2 of us, but then only 2 of us would be over there.
Well, he might be able to open the door from on the other side, and I know that's a pain since he's not here for you to run.
Well, if you guys would like, I could choose. I could just have you guys choose Harry plus one of you to teleport to the other side of the door. Because he has 2 castings, so theoretically he could go in, and theoretically he could get back. Because he's got 2 spell slots. But, yeah.
Can you teleport to a place you can't see? Is that how Dimension Door works?
Here, I will post Dimension Door.
Okay.
He's like, so what I would probably do is I would just try to visualize the other side of this door.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go with him.
All right. Well, then Harry goes ahead and grabs your hand and mutters a few arcane words, and you guys are teleported to the other side of the door.
Still very dark here. Can I see anything?
Well, do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Let's see. Well, then it would help if I turned on your night vision. 30 feet? 60 feet? It's probably 60.
Longer. What do I have here?
But you do? I thought you took it off.
I
He went back
it back
to it.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
went back to. Oh, okay.
Where is it?
300, isn't it?
There we go. 300 feet.
All right.
And technically, you have your flaming sword.
And a flaming sword.
Sure. So
Although
you're
it's
also
not
emitting light.
on
So
at the moment.
So yeah, you see, it's the same sort of, single file, size hallway that goes to the left and right, and you see outlets that let out into bigger spaces at the end of each side of this hallway. But you look back at the door, and you see the big closed door, but you don't really see anything different than you saw in the other. There's no inscriptions, but you just see the large door. No handles, no buttons, no nothing.
Okay. I will message that info back to Oljar. Just
Go ahead
say,
and post message for me.
Sure.
So I believe it cannot be done through solid cover.
Oh.
But I could be wrong.
Oh, I can't.
You can cast this spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know is beyond the barrier. So yeah.
Well,
let's see. Magical silence, 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common, blocks the spell. So yes, the spell is blocked.
Okay. I'll try to, speak quietly, but down to, maybe underneath the door, sort of. I'll mention that, we're not seeing anything to be able to open the door yet. I'll try pushing on the door and...
Yeah, you shove and shove, but nothing happens.
Goodness gracious, what are we going to do here? I'll try using Mage Hand to push the door open, or...
Mage Hand, I believe, can only push like 5 pounds or something. But yeah, rather than look, it's definitely not enough to be able to shove it.
Okay.
Your Mage Hand is not stronger than you are.
I just was trying to think of other ways to open it, maybe.
I kind of yell back, like, maybe there's like a mechanism? Or, wait, if this is magic, can't we just dispel magic? I think to myself. And like, to the rest of the group, does anybody know dispel magic?
Doesn't Harry?
Nope.
Oh.
He has detect magic.
So nobody.
No.
Well, we can't get in, then...
I guess Harry can take one at a time every, 10 minutes or whatever the short rest is.
An hour. Leave one person in there alone for an hour.
Okay, I kind of want to... I'm going to use magic awareness.
Okay.
I kind of want to know, like, what type of magic is on that color. On the gate or on the walls.
I have to look up the magical spell. One moment.
Wonder if we could ask for entrance, either from the guys outside that we walked through, the statues or whatever.
So yeah, you can tell that there is a magical force on these doors, and the type of magic is let's see, abjuration.
Abjuration. I tell the rest of the group, is there any abjuration magic that locks doors? I'm not really good with magic.
Yeah, there's definitely like an unlock spell, but...
Let's see. Nope, I definitely do not know.
I'm sorry, I'm only good at stabbing things.
No, I don't know.
Well,
I don't have any spells like that.
Mateo doesn't know either.
We're all the
Mateo, the
guy pushing on the
is
door.
now confined.
Lulu's like, it sounds like an arcane lock. Which means there's probably some sort of passcode that's been put on the door.
How about what? Can I say Zerial?
Yeah, you say Zerial and nothing happens.
But this is the tomb of the Hell Riders, right? The
Yeah.
crypt of the. Okay.
Maybe it's their mantra.
Yeah. What do we know? Because I was crushing hard on her name was. I have it right here. Her name was Rhea.
Yeah.
And they had a whole. They had what you just said. They had a whole mantra, like a whole set of, and they had this phrase that they would say. What was that?
Do you know the phrase of the Lulu? Of the Hell Riders?
Let's see.
Or am I thinking of the elf song?
Oh, you might.
You might be thinking of the elf song. Go ahead and make a history check.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Wait, who? Me?
Me.
Oh.
Not super smart, you guys.
15's pretty good.
Yeah. You were kind of crushing on your crush, so you kind of wanted to get to know her. So...
you're just like,
yeah.
Pay a little special
before
attention.
you could creep on their gram, then what you did is you'd listen to all their ballads and oh man, she's really into something lore.
I'll try saying Elturel. Aren't they all about Elturel?
Yeah.
If they're old Hell Riders, this is before Elturel, right?
They're paladins, aren't
so with
they?
a 15, Tim, I would say that that you know that you don't know the exact motto of them, but you know that some of the idea of the Hell Riders is to fight. A lot of them are holy and are paladins. You know that their main goals are to fight for to protect others, to fight for honor and for glory, all that kind of stuff.
I feel like you're tossing me a bone, but I, Peter, am too stupid to pick it up.
I'll try pulling out my holy symbol. I'll try saying Elturel. What else, guys?
I've seen all the memes about D&D groups getting stuck at a door for hours,
Sure.
and I didn't think it would happen to me, but
but here we are.
Here we are.
Maybe we'll come back if we have to. We don't have to. Figure out stay at this door for hours, guys. That's all the rest of the group there. If anything, we'll find out more information about the Hell Riders. How about that? Maybe they have
we worked with them, so I just feel like we already know who they are.
Well, no, maybe they have a certain phrase or something that's passed on, and maybe that's the how do you call it, the key to opening up this this door right here. And if we don't know it, then we might as well, how do you call it, move on. And if we find we talk to either another Hell Rider or how do you call it, Or we get like information about Hell Riders from like other demons or something.
Ezra,
Like-
make a perception check. Ezra, you see
Uh-oh.
3 ghosts that are starting to float over here and notice you come as they come down the hall.
Harry, let's get out of here.
Are you telling Harry to dimension door you guys back?
I think that's what we should do. Me and Harry against lots of bad guys is a bad idea.
Okay, so as soon as the ghosts start to approach, you look over to Harry, and you both sort of in a panic, you dimension door back to where you were before.
Guys, ghosts, we're coming. Maybe they'll come through the door. I don't know. Get ready if they do.
They might, but are we here to just talk to them? So hopefully, I mean, well, we did kind of invade the area, right? So they're probably
We
gonna
did.
attack us. Well,
But we could try to talk to them through the door.
that is true.
You guys wait on guard, expecting some sort of attack to occur. You wait for 30 seconds, for a minute, 2 minutes, 5, nothing happens.
Hello? Is anybody in there? We're trying to free Elturel.
No response.
We're friends with Rhea.
Still no response.
May have had a crush on Rhea.
I think 2 people.
Roll initiative. No, I'm kidding.
Well, guys, it seems we're gonna be stuck out here.
Defeated by
Yes.
a door.
Yes.
I got a 15 on our history check. It never happened.
Well, we can
Alright,
come
well.
back later if
Yeah.
you know we have
Maybe
you know,
we'll find
Let's-
something.
no,
that-
let's think this through. I mean, I don't like wasting time. Let's see. They're sworn that they're paladins. They take an oath. We would have known the oath because it's the kind of thing that you can't be around one of them. Where else would we?
Mateo says, well, if you were a knight of the Hell Rider, what kind of passwords might you put on a door?
Yeah.
All Rider and her.
Honestly, they're kind of meatheads. So I would say something like, die, devil,
Or-
for Elturel.
I don't think it's for Elturel. Aren't Hell Riders beyond Elturel? I think we're because we know just one Hell Rider who is from Elturel, but I don't think they're specifically from there, right?
Yeah. I'm
I mean,
pretty
you
sure
have-
I'm pretty sure they are. Yeah,
They are.
it's-
They're from Elton.
Oh, that? Oh,
Free
okay.
Elturel. For Elturel.
I don't think it's an Elturel thing. I mean, remember the Hell Riders were before Elturel, right?
No. They are the armed forces of that.
For
Yeah,
the
they-
glory of Elturel.
Wait, well, wasn't but didn't they ride with Zerial?
They did.
Or wouldn't that make them older than Elturel then?
No.
Are you saying that
Defeat
Elturel has
Zerial.
Yeah, I mean, Elturel's been around for a while. Elturel's
What
not like a
was-
new city.
Yeah. What was Zerial's the name of her enemy? She had a there's a reason
Maul?
why she
She came.
No, not-
She came through to try to defeat the demons.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the okay. I'm tapped out. I'm just trying to think, because I feel like the next place on our, looking at the map, our kind of next stop would be,
Titans.
I feel like this is a logical first step that we'd have to take care of before we move on. So
Yeah.
Well,
how would we know that? I mean, there's got to be.
Can you ask one of the ghosts on the inside? Like, I mean,
I tried kind of speaking to them through the door, and they didn't answer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine if Harry wants to just one by one bring us in. I just say we don't. This shouldn't be an the immutable object.
Well, the problem is, one, Harry's going to need a short rest.
Harry's out of spells now for the next hour.
And then, can I just kind of look around the room looking for? Are the walls just blank?
They are.
What? The walls are just blank.
And you would know that if you had a secret passcode to get through a door, you probably wouldn't write it on the wall right outside the door.
Yeah, but I thought maybe there might be a hint.
It's more context clues. That's really what we're looking for here.
What about, can I just step outside to look at those, were they statues? What were they that were lined up outside?
Yeah, you see that they do appear to be stone carved statues that have been inlaid with, or that have been put into the armor of these knights.
So they're statues covered in armor, basically.
Yes.
That's a clue, like something about armor of. Shield of Elturel. I don't know.
Back in, the armor of Elturel. For the glory of Elturel.
I mean, and maybe can I have? I mean, Lulor did an Arcana check for us, just kind of helping us. I mean, given that she understands this kind of thing better than.
Sorry, you want her to do what?
I mean, so we've gathered a couple of clues.
Mm-hmm.
We've kind of pieced together a bits of like the history and stuff like that. Kind of with that in mind, either using a divine either casting something radiant on the wall, or doing an Arcana check, essentially.
Sure, she can do it. She can try to take a look. So yeah, she doesn't. She's been thinking about it and studying the door, and she doesn't really come up with anything new. She thinks that it's probably some sort of spell that's been placed on the door that you would need the passcode to get by, or to have it, open.
Wait, I have a question. Did Rhea ever? What was her battle chant when she went to battle?
She didn't really have a specific battle chant.
Oh, she didn't? Okay.
Well,
but if you guys want, you can just try to throw out random phrases. If you guys would like.
Oljar would kind of be like, after a while, he'll be. There's nothing we can do if we don't know the code or the phrase or the words to get in here.
I'm just trying to think of who would know this.
Yeah.
Well, like Rhea will know, right?
Hell Riders of Elturel. Just gonna, Elturel.
Of course, he had to get one more than me because.
Just to prove.
So Mateo starts writing down some notes on things that have already been said. He says, okay, well, We can just try some generic passphrases that we think that knights might utilize on the door. Does anyone have any ideas?
Knights of Elturel.
He writes that down. Oath. Okay. Let's see. We said for the glory of Elturel earlier, so that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have any ideas?
Open for Elturel.
He says open.
Open for the Hell Riders of Elturel.
And I'll have everyone make an intelligence check. We'll consider this a group ability check.
Oh, no, I do not.
Alright, so 2 passes, 2 failures. And we've got Lulu. She passes.
Harry, it's the last one.
Intelligence.
Does he have like a -1? Oh no.
So it takes you guys about half an hour going over different, common trigger words and things that you might think work. But with 3 passes, you guys do eventually go through a list of different passphrases, and as Ezra says the words "for glory," the doors begin to open.
Didn't open for the glory? Goodness gracious.
You were so close.
Good job, Lulu. Okay, so before we go in, guys, there were ghosts around the corner. They were approaching us. Don't know if they were friendly or not. But I'm just prepared for not. Maybe before we attack anything, let's just see if we can.
Well, does anybody of you have like any? Did Ray ever give us like a badge or a phrase we can use to like tell other Hell Riders apart?
Not that you know of.
Yeah, not that I remember.
Nothing you remember? You remember, Tim? You're the one that had a crush on her.
For telling them apart?
Not telling the Hell Riders, but just like a phrase that.
I'm sorry, like, do you mean like a way for them to? Oh, okay. So like way to call out to them, like hail Elturel. Let's go with hail Elturel. That sounds good.
Good. Isn't it better for glory, like the password of the door?
No, because like that's the thing that they're loyal to, and they're, in life and presumably in death. So let's go with that.
Oh, all right. Okay then. I guess I'll enter first. I'll take out Lightbringer, or I have Lightbringer out, so I'll use light, so.
Yeah.
Okay, and who's behind me? And
I'll come next.
Okay, all right. I guess, are we approaching sneakily, or do we just like enter like we own the place?
That's what I would say. I would say we're the good guys here. We're good guys.
Okay. Confidence up, guys. No sneaking around. Just come in with confidence. Act like we're part of them, right?
Yep.
All right. Ezra, which way did they come from? Which way did they went?
From your left.
So where did they come from? Yep. Where did they go?
Yeah. So they came this way and they left this way.
That's what I would assume, yeah.
Okay, so do we follow them or do we just go the opposite way?
Let's go to the east. Yeah.
East. East. This way?
Yeah.
Alright. Follow me, guys. Act cool.
C2.
Okay. What do we
It's gonna
see
get
here?
explosive here.
Oh, my bad.
So what do we see here? Just like an empty room with some barrel, or?
Are these like a brazier or something like that? Like a fire pit?
Large iron burial urns are positioned reverently throughout this hall, each engraved with a noble coat of arms from the city of Elturel. Polished swords, lances, and shields hang from the racks on the walls.
Guys, let's try not to disrespect them.
That's right. Don't touch anything.
So don't touch anything.
Look with your eyes, not with your hands.
Harry. No shatter, Harry. Do we go south or southeast? What do you think, Israel?
So, as you say this, you do see 3 ghostly figures that float out from the area of the urns, where these the remains of these knights appear to be, and they don't attack or anything. They just start looking at you as they stick close to their urn.
Hello, dear. Go, Ezra. I guess.
Oh yeah, I was just
You're
gonna
the
bow.
paladin.
I was gonna. No, I'm not. But I'll bow and introduce myself.
Oh, you're a clerk. I forgot.
Yeah, I'm a bunch. Yeah, I will bow and say, hello. My name's Ezra, and we are working to free Elturel.
Clutches of Avernus.
Have you made your way to this place?
Well, we're
that we might find the sword of Zariel and free the city, your city, from the chains that bind it to this plane.
Wow!
Kabam!
nice said it, Tim.
I've been taking acting lessons. It's part of my spy training.
Sure, make a performance check.
Hell yeah! Watch this. It's community theater, so I'm not gonna say it's gonna be very good. I have a 0 to 1. It's exactly what you'd expect of him, which is to say, extraordinarily mediocre. His voice kind of warbles in the middle.
And let me just say, Harry, if he was here, he would be so eager to say, because he just sent all that food to Elturel.
Oh yeah. Talk.
He's going to be so eager to jump in and.
Yeah, we would push him to the front and let him be our face, right? That's how this would go down.
Yeah, sorry, you can't do that when the player's not here.
Ah. Wake up!
If you want to utilize the player's face, you gotta have the player here. Now you guys get to be the face.
Well, then that's you're gonna get
our friend Harry here.
You're gonna get stand up on a very, very cold, night where there's not a whole lot of people in the audience, and it's pretty bad.
Do they believed him?
You see, they don't appear to be hostile, but you also are. They've asked you why you came here, and you're speaking in these big generalities, and so they don't really seem to have any response to you.
Well, we're here to meet.
Is all I got.
We're here to meet the leader of the Hell Riders, who lays on this crypt to find more information about the Sword of Zariel. We have Zariel's old companion, Lulu. I point towards Lulu, who's like a shiny ball.
They look over, and there you see a hint of recognition as they appear to be familiar with the Holy Fant, and they say, "Here Buried here are the knights that once fought and died alongside the angel Zariel when she waged war on Avernus. Zariel's crusade ended in failure, and most of her generals, including the angel herself, fell to evil and transformed into fiends. One of Zariel's generals, however, Olanthius, killed himself rather than embracing tyranny, though Zariel raised him as a death knight to ensure his loyalty. The knights' souls are cursed to remain here, and we yearn for the afterlife, but the oath we swore to Zariel binds us to her service.
Is there a way to free you from those oaths?
Well, didn't we find a way? I asked him.
Well, that was a different oath, but...
I mean, if it's as strong, if we need the Titan's blood for this oath as well, right? It's probably Titan's blood, like, it's mythical, right? Or very...
We do not know how to break the binds of service. But we would be forever in your debt if you were to help us find our way to the afterlife.
I have a question. Well, go, Ezra.
Well, I was just going to be, we want to do that. And along with that, we want to do whatever we can to reverse the damage that Zariel has done. And if there's a way to free you, if there's a way to free the knight who rebelled, we want to do whatever we can to help.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. They want to believe you.
Yeah. I'm not very persuasive. Ooh, but now I am.
Oh, with a natural 20. They look very relieved. And they say, "Very well. Olanthus despises Zariel, but is supernaturally bound to her services. But we believe there is still good in him. He keeps his quarters here in the catacombs. His rooms may contain evidence of his humanity, and information that you may be able to use to appeal to him."
Where, can you tell us where the rooms are?
We cannot. They are hidden within secret rooms here in the catacombs.
Ah, okay. Probably has some type of...
Can you grant us safe passage to those as we go through? We're here peacefully.
We will send words to the others. If you do not disturb their resting places, they are not likely to disturb you. And they kind of meld out into the walls. And they are gone.
Well, you heard them. Don't break stuff. Harry.
No touching.
And you know what? You too, Tim. You could.
Have you seen like a child in a museum, kind of like that's been admonished too many times? They lock their arms behind themselves. That's what Tim is doing right now.
Then,
well, should we start?
Well, we'll start. It seems there's a big room over here, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go this way, and then if we don't find anything, we'll double back.
Yeah, left-hand rule.
All right.
At least the undead won't bother us. Or at
Are
least.
these tombs? What are these? Headstones?
They?
Coffins?
So this actually goes downward a little bit as you go through this small hallway and let down into this room, and you notice that at the bottom of this large room, there's an ankle-deep mist that kind of hovers across this room, and as you disturb this mist, it parts to reveal a ritual circle. Or no, I'm sorry, that's I'm reading the wrong one here. But you see 4 memorial slabs that stand in this hall, each engraved with hundreds of names. A legend etched at the top of each of these slabs reads in common, "Here lie the fallen. May their souls echo here until the end of time." Adorning the walls across from the sides of these is a carved relief showing a solemn, blindfolded angel on the back of a mammoth with feathery wings. The mammoth is reared up on its hind legs, and the angel holds her sword high. All around them are the broken bodies of fallen knights and devils.
Ulu, does
Kinda-
that look familiar?
I'll look back at Lulu and be like, huh, you get that big?
I guess I used to.
You look humongous. Strong.
Is that?
But in a
does
good
that-
way. And you look
that-
great.
Does that stir any memories or any seeing that picture?
Well, you guys had known that she had already remembered that she was able to do this. So she says nothing new, but just reaffirming the memories that I've already had of such times.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see it, at least.
All right. Well, let's check the area for any how do you call it? Secret
out the-
doors, or check maybe there's some secret doors or secret passages.
I'll read through the headstones as well.
Okay, that's a
Yeah,
good
and
idea.
it really is. It's just a long list of names.
All right. I guess I'll make an investigation check. Or
Okay.
is it like okay?
Yeah, if you want to look around the room.
Oh, I don't see anything.
You don't find anything extra.
I'm like, huh? This seems like a regular room.
That's a dope stile.
You guys want to?
I want to look around. I'm also like, yep, that's a big one. There's some writing on it. I don't particularly understand it. Here's a question. Would it be proper to make like a religious gesture or, otherwise pay our respects in a place like this? Like like lighting a candle maybe or something?
Make a
I could-
religion check.
I could pray for. I could lead a prayer or something like that.
Yeah, I'm also not particularly religious, but hey, I just want to fit. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yes, you would know that these kind of things are created to honor the fallen. So doing so is certainly considered respectful amongst those of religious followings.
I mean, and also, Tim kind of rationalized this not less of a religious thing and more of, like a war memorial. I mean, these people fell in a war against the demons. Again, it's less so a like particular religion. So he thinks, these here are some badasses. It's like walking around, a national cemetery, something like that.
Yeah. So as you do, you sort of unconsciously reach out your hand and touch one of these stones, and I'm gonna have you make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I was hoping to avoid that. Okay.
Because they want to just bless you.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger.
Your body is suddenly shocked with this necromantic magic that reaches out and just you feel a withering come across your body as you take 53 necrotic damage, but you're also filled with visions of each one of these soldiers falling in battle. And there are hundreds, so it just kind of racks your brain all in an instant as you pull back and suddenly you feel. By the way, I rolled incredibly on that.
Yeah.
You did.
At least you didn't
like max damage was 64, so I didn't leave much on the table there. But one thing you do gain from this and your 19 religion is that you realize these are infused with strong necromantic magic and are likely what is causing the connection to all of these undead ghosts.
Yikes!
You don't know
Tim,
if it's
you-
you don't know if it's necessarily the stones themselves or how it all works, but you know that these are empowered with magic of some sort that is it has something to do with the connection that's tying them here.
Tim isn't
Tim-
necessarily going to react too much. He's going to like his hands going to remain locked on there and vibrating slightly, but then there's like blood is going to start kind of leaking out of his nose a little bit, and then he'll just kind of like slowly like move away. That's kind of like this is all happening. It's the sheer overwhelming force of having all of these people's last traumatic life experiences getting poured into his mind. That's really what's happening, and it.
Yeah, you just got killed by devils and demons about 100 times in your
Over
mind
and
in
over.
an instant. It was not pleasant.
Yeah.
Did
So
anybody else?
I'm gonna slowly kind of like fold to my knees and sit down, and but I'll describe it and I'll kind of coarsely call out, guys, do not touch these things. I do not recommend it.
Why?
The souls of the people who are buried here are imbued into. Oldart, step the fuck back. Do not bump into this.
Lulu will cure wounds you for 7 HP.
Well, the thing is, the ghost said that each room contains a secret of him. So you think maybe one of these memories contains some fraction of the.
Yeah, can I spend a
What's
little bit
his
of time
name?
to like to kind of process and see if I get any kind of useful information out of all that death, right? Like, I mean, what I've seen Zariel in, like, I mean, in the background of those memories, I mean, that's gonna take a minute to process, but
Let's call that a perception check.
yeah, because it's like I probably would have been in the. I mean, for many of these lives, it would have been in the thickest part of the battle, right?
One would
Perception.
think. Yeah. 18's pretty good. Yeah, I'll say you definitely got some glimpses of Zariel. And you get a real good look. One thing that catches your attention is the sword that she's holding. So you get a good idea of what Zariel's sword looks like. And yeah, in every single one of these, as you fall, for every one that you fall, you see Zariel just slaying demon after demon after demon, which makes you, it gives you kind of an idea of how powerful an archangel she was. And you start to think, the forces that it must have took to bring her down must have been immense.
Gotcha. So obviously the
But yes, is there anything else that in particular that you're looking for?
All of these lives are going to be jumbled together. Do I get any sense of kind of a timeline? Because I mean, ultimately, we're looking for her sword. And I guess the geography, I'm sure, of Avernus is going to be chaotic, and especially in these kind of final moments. And if I need to kind of just sit for a minute and kind of think about this, or maybe this is something I'm processing as we go on and explore, but what I would try to do is assemble these into kind of into a narrative, because what I'm really looking for is, is there a moment when Zariel is separated from her sword, or is there something about like its location or get other defining characteristics that would help us find it immediately?
Okay. Yeah, I would say unfortunately, you're not really able to glean any information specifically about Zariel's fall, and because I would say that Zariel probably lasted longer than any of the of the people that fell that are in this tomb. One thing you do get a good sense of is a feeling of betrayal from a lot of these soldiers in their final moments. You even see some glimpses of some that are running back towards the portal as one of the commanders and much of the forces had retreated and then closed the portal. You get a strong sense from many of them that was not the plan, and that they felt betrayed by those that didn't follow through as they did, and they felt like that was a big reason they perished. So you get that sense of bitterness from a lot of them.
Tim is grinding his teeth really loudly and just kind of and it's gonna like look. And now, I mean, Lulu in her mega form would have been present as the steed of Zariel, right? So I feel like I can maybe have a better connection with her.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we can move on from here, but I guess I just feel like that was just what I'm trying to work towards, is like a better understanding of her relationship with Zariel and what we can, and also kind of like the forces involved and what may have caused Zariel to ultimately fall, right? Like this, like frustration with the forces at her disposal and some of the dynamics that are going on with the with them, right? Like that she's being abandoned by these weaker beings who just turned up to the task of defeating all of hell.
Yeah. So we had Tim and Ezra looking. I'm gonna give one more roll. Let's have actually, Mateo's surprisingly not that good at investigation. But Harry's not bad at it.
You sure Harry's not bad?
Yeah, not with a 10. So yeah, you guys don't find anything additionally in this room.
Alright then. Did we find any from Tim, did you see any information about Olympius?
I'm sorry, was he one of the did he die? Because I've probably got like part of his mind in my head now.
He's not written on this slab, so no, you would not have.
Okay.
Well,
but I would have seen him.
He's the general of, or I think he's one of the generals of Zariel, right?
Yeah, you probably would have seen him in battle at some point and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's nothing else here then. I guess we'll search the other rooms.
All right, so off you guys go.
Well, there's coffins down here, so
I'm gonna pick up the rear, guys.
These coffins, do they look like inscriptions on them or something? Don't want to touch them. I'm just seeing.
More of the same from what you saw from the urns in the previous room. Yeah.
Tim, do you need like potions or anything? Or you?
I guess I could just drink one. I think I have a lot. Let me look. Okay. Potions, get the healing. Hold on with that one at least.
There's a split here, guys.
Yeah, I've only got one potion of greater healing now. I want to save that.
I've got 3. You can have one of mine.
Of greater healing?
Yep.
Thank you.
You bet.
What extra money that is 44 plus 4. Oh, come on.
Rat.
Ow.
It's something. I appreciate the thought.
Oh, it's pulling as
Well,
if
you get 12. You get 12 health.
Yeah.
Well, up 12,
that-
not down 12.
All right. Yeah. I'll take that 1 second. All right.
Go north or south? Or not south, but east.
Let's go down.
Just go down more? Okay.
Yeah.
What is that, by the way?
What?
Sir.
This, yeah.
Yes. An iron urn heaped with human bones squats in an alcove at one end of this hall. On the wall nearby, a carved relief shows a column of mounted knights charging through a portal into a fiery hellscape.
I will not be touching the bones.
That's probably for the best.
And I will go ahead and cast Cure Wounds on Tim here.
Nice.
Let's see here.
Yes, burn those resources. Excellent.
I don't need it. I'm a back. I can be in the back, guys.
Go 7 more.
That's great. I appreciate it.
Oh, what does Ojar say when he comes into the room?
Make a perception check.
Hey. Some urns.
Some urns, yeah.
You guys see anything? Any secret passages or something like that?
Yeah, what?
I'm not
What
really
are these-
keen on this.
I'm
What are
paying
these-
very close attention because I'm like very careful, not again back in small child in the museum mode, trying not to brush against anything.
So Tim, as you're looking through, you actually do see something between these two urns on the end. You look over, and there seems to be an oddly placed gap in the wall, and you surmise that if you were to reach in and pull, that it actually shifts the doorway and reveals to you. Let's see.
Wrong lever, Kronk.
A small room.
I'm gonna gesture after you guys. It's like, I got the last one.
Yeah, let us go. Yeah, let's. You follow.
Do I just go? I guess I'll go first.
Sure.
Once again, there's a
Okay.
small ramp that leads down, and you see that same sort of ankle-deep mist in this room. But as you start to walk into this room, you disturb the mist, and it reveals a ritual circle dabbed in blood on the floor. Hundreds of silver hundreds of slivers of parchment are arranged within it, each with a tiny strip bearing a name written neatly in blood.
Do you guys know any? It seems.
Can we use a lightning bolt and?
No, I don't suggest touching anything, Tim. As what happened to you. I guess I'll use my magic awareness to see
Yep.
what type of magic is in here.
Sure.
Before I touch anything or
Necromantic.
necromancy. This
Is there anything
necromancy.
else?
This seems like a necromantic circle with pages in there. what does the letters or the pages have? Just names or
Yep, just names.
use stacks of paper?
Yeah, they're kind of pointed, like they're folded in a way where they point upward. Like they're almost like little cones with names on them.
Do they look like demonic contracts? I mean, we've seen one, so kind of want to. Is it like a investigation or?
To try to discern it, I would either give you an Arcana or a Religion check.
Religion. Oh wow.
And is Harry's imp still with us? I forgot about the imp.
Yeah, he.
Well, that's currently his familiar, so theoretically he could summon him if you'd like.
Well,
what do you think, guys?
Well, Ezra, aren't you a religious man? Or aren't you like? I'm not good at these type of things. Magic, I can kind of tell what it might be, but I'm not really good at,
Can I guide myself for an Arcana? What would it be, Arcana?
Yeah, or Arcana or religion.
Religion.
One or the other. I'll give you a shot with either one of those.
They are the same, so
yeah. Well, they're both intelligence things, so yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, you surmise pretty easily, Ezra, that this is what binds them. This is a ritual circle with the names on here. So if you were to destroy one of these pieces of paper, it would release that soul from it. And you're not quite sure how this is connected to the slabs in the other room, but you would imagine there's some sort of connection here. But yeah, you're able to discern easily that all you have to do is destroy the papers to release them.
Sure, there's some consequence. Is there anything else in the room here on the walls or anything else, or is that it? Just that's what's in the middle of
That's
the room?
all you see.
So Ezra, what do we do? Like, what's up with these pieces of paper?
Well, these are definitely they are the contracts. So I think if you destroy them, then it would release that. Release each person whose name is written on each piece of paper. I don't know if there are other consequences.
They might. Well, if we. Well, let's say.
Also, Ezra, you just kind of studying it. You for a few minutes, you realize there's probably not enough pieces of paper here to represent all of the names that were on the slabs. You would assume it's probably about half. So
Maybe
from
there's
that,
another
you
room.
discern there's probably 2 of these rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. So there are 2 ways I could think we could try something. It's sort of try one or try them all. So here are my thoughts. Either we try to, burn one or destroy one and see what happens. Or we find the other room and we destroy all of them at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
Well, if we found this and we find the other room, then I guess we can talk to Olanthus and maybe learn more information. Because let's say we do Olanthus's name is on this contracts and we do release him. What guarantees do you have that we'll learn things from him if he just disappears? It's my thoughts, right? So we just maybe we can use this as a bargaining chip.
Yeah, we'll tell you what. Let's find that. Let's see if we can find the other room.
Okay.
And then let's see what the other guys think. Tim, Lulu, Harry, Mateo. Here's what we're trying to figure out. We'll,
All right.
explain that whole thing. Any thoughts, observations?
Well, if you think there's another room, maybe we should find the location of the second one, so that we can destroy them all mostly at once. We can destroy them there and then come back and destroy them here.
Beads of fireball. Fireball beads.
Or
right.
maybe just a torch.
Oh. Sorry. There's no such thing as overkill. There is firing and cast fireball.
So let's try this other room here. Let's look down the hallway here.
Yeah. I will say though, is like, I wonder what's the consequences of breaking it. Is
I
it
don't
that
know.
they're gonna come on attacking us, or the problem is will their souls be ever damned?
I would just imagine. Well, based on my understanding, they'd be freed. But I'm wondering if it's if there's going to be some kind of explosion, or just how Tim got hurt just touching that gravestone.
Okay.
I wonder if there's a similar consequence. But...
Well, let's search this room.
Yeah,
I would say with a 21 Arcana check, Ezra, you wouldn't believe that that's the case. You wouldn't think that there's any kind of, big explosion or anything else tied to that.
Okay. So, from what I know, I think it's going to be safe to destroy those pieces of paper and release them, from those contracts. So let's try to find that other room here.
Okay. Let's search. Everybody, check a corner and try to see what's going on here. Or what's the description of this room? Just a bunch of urns and.
Yep. Much like the other burial rooms that you've seen, there are urns and.
There are 5 urns.
Tim, you are 100% sure that there is nothing additional in this room. This room is exactly what meets the eye.
That's like the least satisfying roll I think I've had.
I apologize. See, that's so the bummer of when you roll a natural 20 in a perception of a room that doesn't have anything is that you don't find anything. The good news is that this is absolutely not the room that you're looking for your thing in.
So I'm just like
You're
waving everyone.
100% sure this is not the place.
You know at the airport though, how they'll waving the airplane. I'm basically doing that, with saying just move on, guys.
And
we're done here.
So what I'm gonna do though, in your natural 20, is I'm gonna give you a second room for free. So the next room that you check, I'll roll that natural 20 over to it.
Oh, okay.
So you get
I'm
2 rooms for that roll.
All right.
And
well, let's continue.
It's the same thing in this room. Nothing secret. So yeah.
So again, I'm just like, keep rolling, guys. There is.
Are you sure, Tim?
Yeah, dude, I am more sure than my own name.
Okay.
There is fuck all in here. So
All right.
I'll
do believe you because you found the first one, so you have a good eye for these things.
Yeah. I feel like I have a new connection to the arcane and the worlds beyond now. I have chattering of dead ghosts in my brain.
So as you guys enter this room, I'll have everybody make another perception check. As you guys kind of look around.
Yeah, what happened? Wow. PTSD
nice
1,000 times over again.
So Ezra, as you go around, you're kind of you're looking around, and you guys don't find anything in this room. But as you kind of cross down the lower part here, you do see something a little strange. Just kind of glancing over at one of the alcoves, something doesn't seem quite right. Down in here, and you find there's actually a secret door behind this urn.
Yes. I'll follow you, Ezra.
Oh, Ezra's muted. Oh no.
Oops, sorry. Didn't know I muted myself. Yes, so I will head on down, and I will try to avoid touching the urn if at all possible.
All right.
Can
We'll call that an acrobatics check as you try to get to the secret door without disturbing the urn. Yeah, 17's pretty good. Yeah, I'll say you're able to open the door and you can squeeze past if you'd like. You see a very similar room to the one you had discovered before.
Here it is, guys.
And I'm like, I'm too big to go through here. I don't want to.
Would I estimate that this, just
Yeah, you would estimate that you found the other half of those
about
names
the other
that
half.
you were looking
Okay.
for. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, are we ready to do this? Should we?
Wait.
Yeah.
Before we destroy any of the things, let's go talk to Olanthus. We need to get some information if he knows anything about the sword. Remember, we're here to find out more knowledge about where the sword might be.
Yeah.
And he was a general, so it seems like he might have lasted long enough to figure out where it would have been. Or where Zero or would have been at,
One thing I will say is that you guys give a pretty good, thorough look over of all these papers, and you don't see the name Olanthus on any of these papers in either room. So you would imagine that these are all the infernal contracts for all of the soldiers, but Olanthus's contract must be non-connected to this.
So
yeah, what would you guys like to do?
Let's let these guys go.
Well, we still need to go talk to Olanthus.
Yes.
So let's.
But what if based on their contracts, they're contracted to help him fight? You know what I'm saying?
You are correct. How about we don't say anything about the contracts? We were like, and we'll find out what type of infernal contract he has.
But I'm saying, because my impression was, what it sounded like is we're gonna have to persuade him in the heat of battle, because it didn't sound like he was gonna respond positively to our presence here.
Okay.
The ghost said that we would have to, look for things in wherever we find him, things that would remind him of his humanity, but I'm taking all that to mean that we need to be prepared to fight, at least at first. And I'm wondering if we release these souls, it'll mean he won't have others to call to his aid while he's fighting us, basically. That's what I'm wondering in terms of the order in which we do things.
I see. Okay, so we destroy the contracts.
I don't know.
We destroy the contracts, and then we go to him and say, "Hey, we released the rest of your men. What do you know about Zerial?"
Yeah, he will still not respond positively to us, I don't think. But it will just be us and him.
And not him and the army.
That's right. That's okay. Exactly what I'm saying.
All right, then. All right, then. Tim, Mateo, Lulu.
Mateo lights up a torch and says, "Do you maybe want to count the do a count of 30, and on 30 I'll light up the other ones?"
Sounds good.
Okay, well,
wait, hold it.
He starts marching over here.
Wait, Mateo, hold.
Bro.
Here, and I give him how do you call it? I think you'll need more firepower than a torch. and I give him one of the beads of the fireballs.
Okay, he takes it.
All right, and I'm like, use
Start
this
with the
just in
sword.
case.
I will.
Okay.
I'll start with the
then-
torch. And Harry's gonna go with Mateo.
And then I tell Ezra, here's a bead. I don't want to throw it at you. You kind of want to
Thanks.
come up here?
Like, very gently handing it off, like,
Make an
Yeah, you want-
acrobatic.
oh god.
Ezra,
Dexterity
come and
check.
take it, or I'm gonna throw it inside, and you're probably gonna be in there with it.
All right.
With Jay's luck, he'd roll like all 8s, and I would just be like burned to a crisp.
All right, I hand it over to Ezra.
Yep.
All right.
Tim's going to move down.
And you get to a count of 30. And what would you like to do?
I'll also
let's-
move out over here. Like, let's try to stand back. Ezra might kill himself with the fireball if he throws it in without him, with him being there.
Yeah. I'll at the count of 30, I'll light up my end.
Okay. And yeah, you how are you doing it?
I'll start. Well, like just looking at the layout. I mean, how do I need to? I mean, I don't want it to go one by one. I want to.
Yeah, they're all in a pile, so you would imagine if you
Okay.
lit one on fire, they would probably all.
Yeah. So that's it. I'll kind of walk around the perimeter, lighting the whole perimeter on fire, so as to.
Are you doing this with a torch? You mean, or?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, as
With
soon
the
as
sword.
as soon as you hold, sure, the flaming sword, sure. As soon as you hold the sword out and it touches the flame of the first one, they all just light up like flash paper, and just like that, they're all gone. And you would assume that Mateo's done the same on the other side.
Okay.
And
Meanwhile,
you guys out here, you see three ghosts start to rise up out of the urns. You also see these three wraiths that begin doing the same.
Can I do a perception check to see if I recognize any of them as like some of the lives that I
Sure.
guess perception or like arcana or
Perception. To try to match it with your previous memory that flashed by.
Billy Bob, is that you? I remember you got decapitated. That sucked. I'm sorry, buddy.
You recognize one of the wraiths that come out of the urns in the hallway as one of the ones you
Oh
experienced.
man, you got your head back. Look at you.
I recognize your torso.
Yeah.
But yes, as they
You also got
they
gored by
slowly-
one of those devils.
they slowly float upwards, and they start to almost disintegrate and become less and less opaque as they slowly melt away, and you hear just a small thank you coming from all of them as they
Yay.
Yeah, that's
Here to
right. I'm
move
happy
on.
y'all found peace.
You
Man,
did something
you
good.
deserve it. I'm grateful.
Be free.
That was a good thing we just did.
That was a good thing. Yay.
Unless they're gonna become Lemurs now and
that's how I was thinking. I was thinking if we break their contracts, wouldn't they become like Lemurs? Like go into the river Sphinx and then become either demons or devils?
Tim is gonna close the door on that particular part of his
They wanted
mind
to be
and
free,
gonna
so
move
I-
on.
Well,
So,
there's a
you
difference
know,
between them breaking the contract and the contract ending. When
that is still
an infernal
unresolved in my
this is
mind.
coming from Lulu. She says, when an infernal contract ends, then the soul is allowed to move on to the afterlife. If they break their contract, then their soul is forfeit to the river Styx, or to a soul.
Alright.
Actually,
So-
no, sorry, to a soul coin.
All right, then I'm gonna give Ezra a good guy a high five. Like, yeah, we did a good thing for
five.
once, and it didn't lead to us getting
Yay!
Killed or grievously injured like it usually does. All right.
Well, it seems we're doing the
Suck
right
it,
thing this
Oldjar.
time paid off.
Yeah, suck it, Oldjar.
Wait, what?
All right, let's
You
find
usually
this other
yell at
guy.
us when we do the right thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I don't want you guys to do the dumb thing. The right thing is fine as long as it's not the dumb thing. Or
All right,
thing
let's find
that
That's what
conflicts
we're
with our...
celebrating.
It's unfortunate how often the two are the same thing.
Alright, there seems like there's a big opening this way. You guys want to go this way or north?
Let's go to the right.
Maybe to the east there. I would say.
East? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Tim,
Alright,
stay
I'll-
behind. You don't want to...
Yeah.
Ezra?
Yep.
Alright. No, you're Ezra in front of Tim.
Stay back. You're hurt.
Alright. How's this room?
All right, investigation.
Seems
time.
pretty plain and empty.
Playing empty?
Yeah, I mean, you still see the urns, but yeah.
Oh. But no
You'd
ghosts in
imagine
them.
there's no... No, you've released them all. Best
That's
you can
true.
tell.
Okay, guys,
Alright, but
this room is clear.
this room's clear.
Clearance.
All right.
Clearance.
Alright, let's go down. And I think we've come this way. Yes, we
Oh,
have.
yeah.
Yeah, you've been down this way before, yep.
Alright, let's double back to the front of the... How do you call it?
Wait, what's down here?
We've been there. That's where the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see the pile of bones with the urn on it.
Yeah,
The
that's
portrait.
where...
Okay.
The portrait of the Hell Riders riding
Got
into
you.
hell with Zerial. Yeah.
Alright, alright, follow me. We're
There we go.
going back to the front of the building.
Uh,
And then we'll
as
go
you
the
guys
opposite
enter
way.
in here, I'll have you guys make a perception check.
Wow. That's
Ezra,
too...
you glance down this way, and you see that the mist has burned off from the bottom, and you get the feeling that you were getting from these slabs no longer appear to be emanating the same magical power.
Aw.
Tim doesn't give a fuck. He's not gonna touch them.
Aw.
Alright, Ezra goes.
And with a 27, I'll say that as you kind of look around, with the mist no longer there, you see there's a small crease in the floor over here that appears to be from a door that swings inward. You can kind of see that crease on the ground.
Okay.
Let's see.
I'll try to open that door.
All right.
Here we go, guys.
Fine, Ezra. Another secret room? Huh.
A stack of 8 leather-bound journals rests atop a large writing table in this cramped chamber.
I'd like to, without touching them, I'd like to look at them.
I mean, without touching them, that's about all you see. You see that they are
All right.
Alright, I'll touch them. Don't worry,
they're
Ezra.
leather-bound journals. So
Let
you
me
know,
try to read
unless
them.
you have X-ray vision, you can't read them unless you open them.
Right. Wait,
Oh, I see.
let me first check them, just in case. I grab the books, I touch them, just make sure that...
Yeah,
There's nothing.
nothing happens. They're just regular journals.
Alright, it seems like they're regular journals. Here, I'll give one to each person. Don't burn it.
Yeah, by the way, I have a sage background, so I'm a researcher by
Right?
by trade, so to speak.
Alright.
So, if that helps at all. But yeah, I would like to start reading through the journals.
Book reader,
Yep.
dot color.
So as you guys read through and discover information, this is what you find out.
Olanthus never recovered from Zerial's capulation to Asmodeus. As subsequent
Transformation into a devil. Yep.
Zerial. Thank
He
you.
blames himself for not seeing the warning signs of Zerial's fall from grace early on, her single-minded determination to slay demons at all costs. Olanthus took his life rather than face damnation, but he was transformed into an undead monster by Zerial to serve her forevermore. Olanthus describes Haruman, his one-time comrade at arms, as a heartless man bereft of compassion, now a devil bent on punishing anyone who stands in Zerial's way. Olanthus mourns the death of the fallen warriors and feels powerless to help them. Olanthus speaks well of General Yale, whom he clearly respected and secretly adores. In one journal, Olanthus hints that he knows where Yale hid the sword of Zerial, but fails to note the location.
We found a clue, guys. This General Yale.
So yeah, you guys were already aware from Lulu's visions that it was Lulu and Yale that were sent to hide the Zerial sword after her fall, and that Lulu and Yale hid the sword in a darn it, here comes Coldplay.
Time.
But yes, that's how the creation of the Bleeding Citadel came about, was through Yale. And it's about this time that you guys hear a loud crashing sound from above, and someone shouting out into the hallways that echoes into this chamber. We'll say, by the way, that you guys spent probably about an hour sitting and reading through these journals to find these clues. So if you guys would like, you can count this as a short rest.
Okay. See?
Especially
That
for
works.
Harry. That's good.
Yeah. Harry should be good now.
Helps Tim a little bit.
Some health back.
Yeah. Okay, I can
Yeah.
some hit dice. Yeah.
My magic awareness is a long rest.
And are there any other? Is there anything else in the room that at the desk, or in the desk, or around the desk, on the walls? Any other?
You don't find anything in particular.
Okay.
But like I said, you do hear shouts as you see a creature come down from here. You all turn around, and we'll say Lulu would be up here with you guys. Creature comes down and yells out into the hallway, "What is the meaning of this? Who dares desecrate the remains of the Hell Riders and enters my chambers?" And you see a large magical ball of fire that flies into the room, exploding, and that is where we'll take our break.
Yay!
Kaboo! Kaboo! All right.
All right, so let's call it a 5 to 10, whatever you guys need.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick
I'll
break,
make the
and
popcorn.
we'll come back to see how you guys do with your encounter with the Death Knight Olanthus.
Uh-oh.
I will say, if he does fireballs, we're all dead. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Spread out.
So it's better if we kind of like
Run!
talk our way out of this.
Yeah, I'll say you guys were able to get to your feet, but he definitely caught you guys off guard while you're all sitting there reading these pages.
Uh-oh. Doesn't Mateo have like the thing he can't be surprised, like the alert feat?
He sure does.
You make a good point.
He's always peeking nuts. I only know because I I'm thinking about taking it because it's a really awesome feat.
That's plus
I
5
like
bonus to
how
initiative. It's so
I like
good.
how the shoe's on the other foot now. It's gone from him emulating you to you emulating him now.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm just like, no, I'm the intern.
Look at me.
All right.
I'm the intern now.
Yeah.
He will have the high ground, actually.
Give up,
All right.
Olympus. I have the high ground.
I hate sand.
I hate you.
Hello there.
Hello there. Clever girl.
All right.
I gotta go make my popcorn.
Okay.
All right.
Harry's got some splaining to do. I'm back, by the way, whenever you guys are back.
Back.
Sweet.
I posted a link. Have you guys ever heard of Aural Knots on YouTube? They do all these Star Wars and other
parodies,
voiceover parodies. Yeah, they are so good. Oh my goodness.
Nice.
What is it? Sorry.
What's that?
It's a What's the channel's name?
Aural Knots. I posted
Aural
a link
Knots.
to one of their Attack of the Clones parody, like not parody, but voiceover.
Okay, this is a hot take. I actually love Attack of the Clones. People hate on it, but I'm like, no, honestly, I think that's the best one. No, actually, yeah, that's the best one. People hate on it, but I think it's the best one.
If I could, in my mind, I just filter out the romance scenes in the second half. If I just filter those out, I loved it. I didn't care for the back and forth. We're sitting in front of a roaring fire type of, parts.
Yeah.
But I liked it. Revenge of the Sith is my favorite.
Yeah, that's the climax, I will say. So, yeah, I can see that.
In order, Revenge of the Sith and Empire Strikes Back are my 1 and 2.
Oh wow.
Favorites. I feel like Revenge of the Sith is sorely underrated, and Return of the Jedi is sorely overrated. I didn't love Return of the Jedi, so that's my hot take, I guess. Return of the Jedi overrated in the
Wow. Yeah,
Star
people
Wars
would.
ordering.
Yeah. Okay, you think the new ones are gonna be like beloved in the future, just like the prequels?
You mean 7, 8, and 9?
Yeah. Or you think
No.
they're just so bad that people are just gonna be like, eh.
Well, you gotta remember, you have an entire new generation of Star Wars fans that were never in love with the first set to begin with. So the new ones were the ones that they fell in love with.
I think 7, 8, and 9 were universally disliked by old and new alike, was my impression.
No, not the first one, but not 7, but 8 and 9 were. 8 especially.
Yeah,
I don't think
8.
nobody's gonna like 8. I think 8's gonna be the clone of the Wars, like where it's so bad nobody likes it.
It might be 9 at this point, actually.
That's
but
okay. Yeah, it's between 8 and 9. That's for. But 7, I like 7. I think 7 was an alright movie. Like it was literally just it's literally episode 1 and episode 4 combined.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Like,
it was just hard.
It had the best parts.
Like, okay, another Death Star, and
yeah. Well, it's not a Death Star. It's a planet. Yeah.
well,
Here we go again.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's what people liked about it, though. It's like, oh, have you guys seen Andor? I heard really good reviews about it.
Did you?
I haven't, but I've heard really good reviews about it.
The only things I've watched on TV, I've watched seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I watched Kenobi. I watched
Boba Fett?
a few episodes of Boba Fett. I just didn't really care for it that much, so I kind of fell off about halfway through. I think that's it. I think that's all I've watched from TV stuff.
Low-key didn't like Kenobi. Some parts, it seems a little bit. I understood Kenobi's struggle, but it was kind of just directed badly.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
It was too much of a swing, you know.
Yeah, I felt like it finished great. Finished great. There were just some silly parts, I thought, in the first few episodes.
Do we have Tim back?
Yeah,
what's that?
I'm back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're talking about Star Wars.
I'm just listening to your Star Wars fandom by myself in Expanse fandom.
In what?
Y'all ever watch The Expanse or read the books?
I have watched
it is the best
half the
sci-fi.
first season.
It is so good.
It is, but it's so hard to get because it kind of starts slow.
Well, there's politics and stuff. It's like
Yeah.
it's sci-fi that doesn't make me want to like scoop my eyeballs out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's just like it starts really slow, but like I think the payoff, at least
Yeah, the audiobooks are
I,
really good too if you
yeah.
if you prefer to consume media that way. So I'm re-listening to them again because I was like, wow, this is really really well done. So it's sci-fi done correctly.
What episode 1 should have been. Like politic wise,
Star Wars is just a spaghetti western with robes and lightsabers. Like it's really hard to watch after Akira Kurosawa because it's ripped off so hard. Like anyway, back to Avernus. I don't want to start a civil war.
Too late now.
Boot it. Oh.
No. It was a really great group until I had to say those things about Star Wars.
The politics were fine at the beginning. It was when we got into Star Wars.
The Star Wars politics really killed it.
Like Tim managed to find the real divisive issue. It's like.
Like how you didn't even bring it up at first, but now it's your fault. All right. So, so I thought about it, and you guys are right that the alert feat would give him at least a response. So here's what I'm going to do. Rather than having Olanthius automatically throw it in, I'm going to give Olanthius and Mateo an initiative roll to see who gets to act first. Oh, I have his set on GM roll. Sorry, 1 second here. Never with the rolls.
Is it even possible for him to roll an 8?
Yeah.
No,
is
no.
it?
Mateo will definitely roll higher. He's got a +10 to initiative.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Unless he's a -2.
There
Wow.
we go.
That's the Mateo we know. Yep.
Okay. So we'll hold off on that because because as he turns, Mateo yells out, "Wait, Olanthus, we come in peace. We want to talk." And I'll give him a persuasion check with advantage because you guys have read the information and gotten his name and everything. 20. And so you see Olanthus begin to reach out his hand, and you see a crackling orb of red fire kind of snuff out as he waits. And he says, "Very well. Who goes there?"
We are adventurers from Elturel. We're here with Lulu. You remember her, right?
Dude, like he's not a big fan of Zariel. Focus on the Elturel line. Remember, he hates Zariel now.
We're here because we're trying to free Elturel.
Of Avernus.
We read in your journals that it sounds like you had the same goal. You worked with General Yao? Is that right?
Yale, yes.
Yes.
You know of Yale?
Only from your journals, but he sounds like the kind of person we would respect.
She was a very fine warrior, yes. And he sort of approaches and steps into the room. And doesn't really feel like battle music anymore. So 1 second here.
Old play.
What would you ask? Well, what would you ask of me then? Why have you come here?
Well, we're looking for information about those sword of Zerio because we're trying to liberate. Li- sorry,
Liberate.
liberate. Ultrael from Avernus, and we think the sword would be able to cut the chains that binds it from this realm. Free the people from this hell.
Interesting proposition.
Well, just like we freed your soldiers
I see.
from this hell, we destroyed their contracts.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Because, yeah, you guys aren't lying. You guys are telling the truth. So we'll call it a persuasion check. Yeah, 18's pretty good.
Sure is with the 0 modifier. That's pretty
Yeah.
God, I rolled high.
Oh, the dragonborn barbarian is making persuasion.
I'm very persuasive. I would like you to buy additional car insurance.
Well, I must admit, I could use some allies in my fight against Zerial.
Bro, that's what we're here to do.
We're your people then.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to do.
We just liberated your comrades in arms.
I can give you the location of the Bleeding Citadel, but first you must prove yourselves to me that I know you'll be loyal when the final battle comes. I need a diversion. Something to distract Zerial.
Cool.
What kind of what? Like,
Wait.
what do you mean? Tell us.
Are
What do
you-
you mean?
Are you not buying to Zerio? Are they
It's-
confused?
It's complicated. I am, She has a certain power over me when I'm in her presence, but if she doesn't have her focus directly on me, then I can act with my own will. But I cannot disobey a direct command or overcome her will. But if she is, as I said, if she is distracted with something else, she may take her eyes and her will off of me long enough for me to meet my own goals.
I mean, we are planning to take down was it the demon sapper? So that might.
Well, the distraction that I seek is the release
bigger?
of the demon lord, Kachichi. He is imprisoned here in Avernus, in a place known as Kachichi's Maw.
Why are you wanting Kochichi to be released?
Well, the hammer that Zerial currently wields, she stole from him when he was imprisoned. The demon was too powerful for her to defeat, and so she was able to devise a way to stun it long enough for her to lock it away. I believe that if he is released, his main goal will be to find revenge against Zerial, and this will give her something that she must deal with.
So in thinking about what we can do to defeat Zerial, another entity that might be able to help us is a Dao that we encountered not long ago, who is tied to Azariel, but we are hoping to release. Are you familiar with that Dao?
Name it.
I will try to remember its name.
Well, Harry knows, right? I mean,
Harry would know the name.
isn't it because I just know because Harry knows genies and genies are Harry's thing. So
Yeah, well, and his genie was like, you know,
well, I don't know anything about that. I'm saying
Ra-
Harry just knows genie.
Yes, the name is Razala.
Azala.
I'm not familiar with this this figure, but by all means, if it's another one that will stand against Zariel, release it. But I guarantee you that this Dao will not be nearly as powerful as the Demon Lord.
I will say also, you don't have to worry about Haruman. We've taken care of him.
Excellent. Though Haruman will probably raise as a Lemore and likely be once again promoted by Zariel at some point, but at least he won't be as much of a problem in the immediate future.
Yeah, he attacked us when we released a few people from his tortures.
Ha! Well, yes, I imagine he would be quite upset.
He was.
His entire goal in his existence was around punishing those that abandoned the fight.
Why did you know anything about that? Like, why did a certain faction abandon the fight?
I couldn't say. I could tell you that somewhere between cowardice and treachery, certainly.
You think it might have been a what's that word? A trap?
But a trap set by who?
Well, probably someone that wanted to see Zerial fall into devilhood.
I know not.
That's what I'm guessing.
Volantius, is there a way to release you from Zariel's influence over you?
Not that I know of. I must be one of the few that are serving Zariel out of something other than an infernal contract. I was raised through dark magics. Can only imagine what sort of magics would be required to untether my service to her.
I see. Well, when you talk about...
Sorry,
go ahead, Aldrin. Well, when you talk about serving as a distraction, you're asking us to do a couple things. One, you want us to release Kochisi? Where would we find Kochisi?
So I will give you guys a view of the Avernus map. But you guys can also look on the poster map. You would see in the top right is that large crater to the right of Bell's Forge. He would indicate that on your map as the location.
That is a long way away.
You have in your possession soul coins that can help speed our travel to this place. I really don't want to go through whatever this is. That seems like a bad idea.
Let's see.
Because remember, we've crossed the river before at the Stygian dock, but that's going to cost us some money to go back.
Unfortunately, I do not trade in soul coins. If I need to get around quicker, I have more bestial forms of travel.
I look back at Lulu.
Are you familiar with gorgons?
Those things that turn people into
Heard
stone?
of them. No, don't they have like the body of a horse and the torso of a man or something like that?
Is it in nature or is it like
right?
arcana?
He would describe the gorgons to you.
Oh, nope, that's not what I thought.
The snake. Oh, like the. Is this the Maze of Minos thing?
Yes, I have a chariot pulled by a couple of gorgons. It's about as fast as any of your interesting machinery contraptions.
That's pretty awesome.
So our goal would be to release Koschisi and
Provide the
if we're-
distraction. Right.
But it sounded like during the final battle with Zariel, I am assuming that means?
Do you want it at the final battle, or do you want it to release just Koshichi to distract Zerial for whatever plans you're taking right now?
If you release her and come back here, if you release Koschisi, then I will I'll give you my information on where the Bleeding Citadel's location is. I'm not sure that I necessarily trust a bunch of random adventurers to not only go and find the Sword of Zariel, but then to also wield it and use it. But if you are able to release the demon, the demon lord, you will both prove yourselves worthy and loyal. And I will tell you the location. The last thing I need is a bunch of people traveling around and revealing the location so that Zariel might find it.
All right. Soldier, what do you think?
I must admit, I'm tempted to kill all of you, since you now know that I am aware of the location. I believe Zariel doesn't know that I am aware of where she hid the sword. If she were to find that information out, she could command me to tell her, and she would be able to go find it herself.
Well, we won't reveal that information.
Yeah, so we're trying to find the sword for ourselves to use it.
We're on the same side here, I believe.
Our interests align.
So. Well, you can always try the Arcs of Olach. Not too far from here. It's a gateway that could transport you from one part of Avernus to another. Assuming you've never been to Kochichi's Maw, it can be perilous, but seeing as how we are about as far away in Avernus as you can get, even if you were teleported to a random location, you would likely still end up closer to the Maw than you currently are.
And where are these gates?
The Arcs of Olach are a couple of days' travel to the northeast. Northwest.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, this is something that Red Ruth had also told you about, because it's very close to the Bone Brambles. It's only about a day's journey there, and they had described it to you as it's an arch large enough to drive a soul coin through, and you think of a location in Avernus as you drive through it, and it's essentially the same as a teleportation spell. There's a chance that it could fail and send you somewhere random, but there's also a chance that it can succeed. And the more familiar you are with a place, like if you have something from there or you're very familiar with it, you're more likely to end up there. If not, then, you could be transported anywhere.
Hopefully we don't get transported to Zerio's castle.
Yes, that would be unfortunate, but
That would be...
not impossible. But I would say the odds of catastrophe are rather low. More that there's odds of you going somewhere that's not exactly where you want to be, but most likely closer. Again, if you're wanting to teleport directly across Avernus.
Well, you haven't met our luck lately.
I'll say so. You stumbled into the crypt of a very powerful Death Knight, if I say so myself. I would say you're all rather lucky that I didn't destroy you with a single orb of fire.
Oh. We appreciate
Well, you have
that.
orbs of fire, but we have a Mateo.
Yes, he's very quick on the draw. Or in this case, quick on the not draw. He looks down. By the way, this guy's probably about 9 feet tall. He's very, very large creature. You can tell that it's probably some sort of undead fortitude that's been bolstered into what was probably already a large frame. He looks down and says, "That's cunningness and quick reaction time will serve you well." And Mateo looks a little sheepish.
Actually, I will say, do you know where General Yala went?
I do not
Or where
know.
she resides? No?
I wish I knew her whereabouts, but I have not seen Yale since before the fall of Zariel. And you can tell he looks saddened as he says her name.
Oh, do y'all have some history? Is it too soon?
Well,
I should probably shut up so we don't get killed by the Death Knight.
well, we'll take your offer. I look at Lulu. I'm like, how strong is this demon lord? Is it like we'll get crushed in one hit, or?
Well, let's see. Anybody that wants to try to gauge how powerful a demon lord like Kochichi would be, you can roll either a history or a religion check. It's pretty high DC. Or 22 is pretty good, but no, it's still not good enough, actually. Sorry. DC's 25.
Oof.
But as you're mentioning this in front of him, I would say, the Death Knight would say, "Oh, I would not suggest attempting to fight him. But if you release him, he likely will not attack you. He may be confused, but as long as you don't attack or offend him, he likely will not attempt to kill anyone that aids him. You must understand, demons of that magnitude of power are not mindless. Many of the lower demons are absolutely mindless and look for nothing but destruction. But the ones that serve as generals, they have more cunning than their devil counterparts often do."
All right then, we'll release the demon. Distract Zerial. You can do your thing, and then you'll give us the information.
I'll be here, whether you return or not. And he steps aside and allows you to leave if you would like.
All right. We'll leave.
Okay. So you guys make your way out of the Crypt of the Hell Riders, and get back into your war machine. And where would you guys like to go next?
Well, you guys want to head towards the what's called to our next site, or do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, we can. There may be another place to cross the river, or otherwise we'll still have to head that way, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
All right. All right. So I guess no. I mean, do you want to head still to Aldrich's grave to release the Tao, or I mean, we have a pretty good it, a lead on Zerio's sword.
let's do the closer one first, I guess. Like,
All right.
because I mean, we'll come back eventually, but might as well kind of. It's possible that we may get another task that is along the way, because that's the other side of the map.
That is true. All right then. But I will. But I was like, while we're writing, I'm like, Tim, how much do you think will last on fuel for this?
I would want to more than double our fuel before we like maybe if we need to stop by and trade some things with Mad Maggie, like we'll probably got enough to get back to Fort Knucklebone, but
yeah, we've kind of been doing a lot of stuff without any compensation lately.
Yeah,
that's true.
Never do anything for free.
If we
figure that out,
we probably need to keep our eyes out for any other rabadabbas or ragadragas.
That was the coolest name I've ever heard for an NPC. What was that? Ragadoga.
Yeah, Ragadraga. You had it right.
Ragadraga.
Ooh, Ragadoga. Definitely.
It reminds me of Street Sharks. You guys ever see that show?
It's like a picture of Florida Man.
Or
all right, let me go ahead and break out the next location here. Put them in alphabetical order. No wonder Aldrak's grave is so far down at the bottom. Boy.
that's what it reminds me. It reminds me of Bebop and Rocksteady.
That's dope.
The cracked helm and a sword of a Titan lies in a half-buried ash of Avernus. A spherical stone set into the sword's pommel still gleams with a scarlet radiance. And this sword, by the way, is roughly 30 feet. It sticks 30 feet out of the ground upward. It's a massive sword. And the skull that you see buried in front of you, as you get a little closer to it, you see that it's not actually a skull, but rather is a helmet that is in the shape of a skull.
Finally found something that can fit your big head, Uljar.
Head is not that big.
Depends on if you count the ego. Mateo says.
Boom, boom, boom. Alley oop from the intern. Yes.
Yeah. I actually, I feel kind of like
High
surprised from Mateo. Like,
Mateo.
you of all people?
You have mastered the final
I'm-
skill, and the skill is snark.
I'm just kidding, Uljar.
I'm not. Hey, Harry isn't here to cause unnecessary tension in the group, so I'm trying to step into that role.
There you go.
Well,
Let's go loot this bitch.
yes, we don't know anything about this place, do we?
Oh,
Can I,
The
climb
only
up here
thing
and
you've
try to
been
look
given
down it?
is the location clue, which there's one of these for all of the locations that are on your map. But the one for Alderax's grave is that a fallen titan or a wimp with delusions of grandeur. I'll leave that for you to decide.
all right
By
then.
the way, Tim, we would have had at least a short rest on the drive over, right?
Oh, you guys would have had a long
yeah.
rest at this point. By the
long
way,
rest?
sorry, did
Yeah,
I
how many
not
hours?
mention 25 hours to get here? So
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm really stupid. Like it's 72 hours per coin.
yes,
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So we're down to 3 coins. And you said 23, 27, 27
25.
hours? 25 hours.
Right then.
A lot of driving.
You-
A lot of driving.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys stand back. I'll try to check ahead.
All right. As you approach, go ahead and make a perception check.
There's nothing here.
No, you don't see anything other than the obvious of what you're already seeing.
Yeah, I'm actually just I'm amazed at the sword. I'm like, they can pick that up.
So
Yeah,
I'd like
I'll-
to kind of walk over and just kind of peer inside the helmet, the skullnet.
As you start to approach, you hear a growl and some skittering coming from inside the skull.
Hmm.
Who goes there?
It is I, the wielder of this sword, here to reclaim it.
Sir Agent?
I'm
You
trying to
see
do
it-
my. Holy shit!
You see a spined devil pop out from above the head, kind of crawls out of the eye of the helmet and stands at the top and says, "Liar!
But
This was my helm and my sword."
I was speaking from the diaphragm, and I think with a natural 20, I feel like I should have at least sold part of it. No, it's fine. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, you were
Um,
very convincing. That's why he felt the need to call you a liar.
Oh.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have even registered what you were saying.
um, like, so the spine devil, he's claiming that he has is a diminished version of this. Okay. So I'll ask him what killed you and returned and made you into this weaker form. Because he probably became a little more and then trying to level up again.
I was sent on a quest to slay Tiamat, the Dragon Queen. Unfortunately, I was handily defeated. Instead of slaying me, she cursed me to this terrible existence.
I yell. I say, those dragons are cruel creatures. Pathetic too. Where they're devious.
Most,
And
yes.
And before you were reduced to this form, you were whom?
My name is Uldrak. I was an Empyrean.
What's an Empyrean?
You guys can make a history or a religion check if you'd like to try to figure out what an Empyrean is.
Never heard of.
I think it's this type of small imp. An Empyrean.
Nah.
Never heard of Empyreans.
Yes, few have.
Have I?
We're not exact. We're not. Few have. We're not exactly. We're not exactly well known on the mortal plane.
Pretty much then. I kind of say like, huh?
Why have you come here?
For the blood of a Titan.
Ha! Well, you won't receive that unless I am returned to my original form.
I sense a quest.
That
How
sounds
can
like
we
a
return
quest.
you to your original? How can you be returned to your original form?
Oh, it's quite simple, you see.
Is
I
it to kill
simply need-
Tiamat?
I need the blood of Tiamat.
Well, doggone it!
Like,
How are we supposed to get the blood of Tiamat?
Easy, we bash her. I say grinly, happy.
like, isn't the point of
There
having
is a less
thing
suicidal method.
Yeah, what's that?
One of Tiamat's followers reside here in Avernus. He is known as Archon the Cruel, and he typically wears a reliquary of Tiamat's blood around his neck. If you could convince Archon to give you this reliquary, it should suffice to return me to my original form.
Guys, can we really do this quest? I really, really, really want to.
Oh, Oljar will be like, oh, don't worry, we'll convince him. Really convince him. You can see lightning just like coming out of his mouth, like
And how do you plan to do that?
the old-fashioned way, I say. I
Well,
would
let's
love.
try not doing it that way, but
Oh no, we're definitely doing it that way.
I don't think you understand. Archon has not only very great powers, but also very powerful friends.
But you said he's the cruel. Ezra, we gotta go after him. I mean, he's
we
clearly
don't
a
like
bad
cruel.
guy.
We don't like cruel.
If you have the cruel in your name, like, we don't like that.
Yeah.
That's
We're
just-
anti-cruel.
Yeah, we're anti the cruel.
Yes.
Far be it from me if you all wish to commit suicide.
Well, but okay, so
And Lulu would also sound off from the back and say, "Yes, an assault on Archon's temple would be, as the devil says, would be suicide."
We can reason with him. Where does he reside? This
Isn't it a Tiamat temple or Tiamat's lair? Usually dragons have their own little lairs. Pitiful things, I say.
well, aren't we? We're going to a follower. Is that the idea?
Yeah. So he probably won't be at Tiamat's actual.
So where would we find the?
Yeah.
Follower,
Where is
do
this
you know?
Archon?
You would likely find him in Archon's tower.
Take out the
Dark-
map and I'm like, where? And I show him, where would that be?
The fuck is this?
Okay, let's go ahead and put you guys on the map again. Archon's tower is right here.
my goodness.
Where? Ooh.
Yeah, north of the obelisk, across the river.
Well,
Another river crossing.
sounds like
Let's do it.
so. We'd be going.
Can I take a guess how strong is how do you call it, Archon?
Make a history check.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I could take him.
Archon, you guys would know, because this isn't a secret. Archon is a pretty well-known figure. He is one of the most powerful, well-known adventurers in all of Faerun. And there are legendary tales of his brief sojourn into a land called I'm forgetting the name of it. Well, there are several stories of Archon traveling throughout different planes of existence, and there are stories of him traveling into the Critical Role universe.
Doesn't he also have a incarnation, which is a sometime actor and bodybuilder? Joe Manganiello plays him.
Yeah, Joe Manganiello plays him. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is Joe Manganiello's character retired. Here.
Oh.
You guys would actually have seen his portrait done several times over. He's
Wait, and I kind of realized, like, is that the guy who took Vecna's hand?
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
I've heard stories, and I'm
you've
like...
heard stories of Archon and Vecna's hand. Let's see, his brief sojourn into Exandria. There we go. But that he currently takes up residence here, and that he serves Tiamat, who also is been banished to Avernus.
Uljar, you cannot give a bigger middle claw, to dragons than going after this guy. Like him and going after Tiamat, it's like,
oh, I know.
It is the most damage you could do to dragonkind everywhere.
That is true. And I'll relish that challenge. I am really.
Yes. So not immediately, but we will totally do this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
100% sure. Before I leave this realm, I'm gonna have his head.
Good and smart.
I'm gonna have his head and Tiamat's head.
Here for it.
So anyway, let's see. The Spine Devil says, "If you agree to take up this task, I can give you something that Archon may be interested in trading for the vial of blood."
I hold up my hand.
He points to the top of his sword. He says, "The pommel."
Right. May I climb up on top of the skull? And then...
Wait, is it like a magical crystal or something?
Harry
or old
says
can fly up there and go.
Yeah, says a command word, and his broom of flying flies over to you, Tim.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I can just kind of levitate up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's an orb that you can kind of unscrew from the pommel.
All right. And I'm gonna like kind of hold it, and then I'm gonna like look down at Oljar, and I'm gonna like drop it to him. 'Cause it's not really...
I'll grab it. I'll try to catch it.
You do.
Right. Let me roll. Oh, Burley.
Orb of Dragon.
Oh.
Oh.
Don't break it, old.
I don't know what it is. I'm like, what is this?
The essence of an evil dragon.
He says, I would not suggest using it, as mortals of your kind are not well suited to the usefulness of such an item, but I believe that its value rivals that of Tiamat's blood.
Oh, for the love of all the gods, we better keep this away from Harry, because like he will totally look into it and like fail this charisma check. Yeah. So
all right, we're just
Oljar,
trading
hold
this
on to
in.
that.
Oh, I'll keep it. Definitely. I'm like, I'll keep all dragon things on me. Don't worry.
Evil dragons in range feel compelled to come to the orb as soon as
All right,
possible.
so your current quest line reads, go get the blood of Tiamat so that you can get the blood of Uldrak, so that you can release the Dao, so that you can release...
Yes, exactly.
It's just one quest line. And then we have the other one saying, go release the demon lord, come back, talk to Orlanthus, and then...
Talk to Orlando.
Orlando, yeah.
Orlando.
Once we hit Orlando, we chill, get some nice sun, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully hurricanes don't pass, and then we go to the Sword of Zerial.
So with that,
Okay.
he crawls back into the eye and then into the helmet.
Okay, we got a long ways to go, whichever way we go.
Yeah, so that's the question is, what now?
I think our priority should be getting more fuel. So obviously, pretty much everywhere is north of here. I don't know. I don't really want to cross the plains of fire. I'm not really sure what this looks interesting, but we can head maybe. Gonna head this direction.
We want to use that portal? I mean,
Well,
if we go in a random direction.
how about this?
Well, because we need to head to, or because we're heading this direction first. Because we can't head back to the Bone Brambles. We can't head back to the Demon Zapper yet, can we? So
No, we can head to the teleporter too.
Yeah, the Arcs of Olak, which is the teleport.
That's probably closer than heading towards how do you call it?
Any other
The dock.
Okay.
And honestly, I think along the way we should be searching for other war machines.
Yeah.
If we find anything, then we'll take their soul coins and.
Yeah, we just need to either find someone to bargain with, or I thought we had traded for more, but
Harry might have. Let's see if Harry has some on his. Do. I know he was doing some trading, but I forget if he walked away with any soul coins or not. Nope. All right. So where are you guys going?
Teleporter.
Yep, teleporter. Along
All
the
right.
way, though, we'll be looking or searching. If we see like a vehicle, we'll probably go after it.
Yeah, if we can swing past this, whatever this interesting skeleton is, and then kind of head to
Which,
the
what skeleton?
see this little.
Oh, this little thing right here.
All right. So you guys go around here to avoid the lava crater. You guys kind of drive around the mountains a little bit. And sure, so if you guys are looking for so we'll do it one day at a time. So go ahead and take 27 hours of fuel off of there. And roll 3 d20s.
Separate or together?
10.
Oh, 10. Nice, a 20. And a 19. Are those crit successes? Those crit fails.
We'll never know.
All right. So the first day goes by, the first 8-hour period goes by without issue and without anything really eventful. The second day, however, you do come across some tracks that you guys start to follow. Specifically, you see 3 single set vehicle tracks, which reminds you of a very specific type of vehicle that you've seen before. So you would assume that there are three Devil's Rides riding around in this area. So would you like to follow the tracks, or they're going loosely in the direction that you're going, maybe a little further north? So you figure it might take off maybe you're not quite sure, but maybe an hour or 2 out of your way. If you try to follow
them.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll follow. Yeah. How's your tracking skills, Tim?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. All right, let's follow those tracks.
Is that a survival check? Or perception?
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check to see how well you can follow.
I'll help you with it too. So I'm spotting. I'm like making sure he's following the right track. So he's driving. I'm up in the vehicle, looking at the tracks, trying to see.
Yeah, we're alternating. You driving, and then one of us kind of perched on the outside of the vehicle.
Like, no, go more to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. Now go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
Somehow, very average rolls are like less satisfying. Like I
No, it's either
extremes.
or reds.
Well, of course. Who doesn't want those? Alrighty. And then I just need... So you guys eventually follow the tracks, and you make your way through a set of canyons. And as you drive through, you guys actually end up finding the vehicles that you guys were looking for. They seem to be parked, so they are not currently moving, and you can see them a few hundred feet in front of you. This is actually quite a large map. So yeah, at least 200 feet away from where you guys are, you spot them as you start to turn a corner. And let's see.
Do they see us? I guess they can hear like the...
And everyone's like manning their weapon stations and stuff, right? Like I don't think, I mean, if we're hunting that,
As you guys
like,
are hunting, yes, absolutely. So you guys can take up your positions on your demon grinder.
Oh, we had... Did we have the demon? No, we had the scavenger. We didn't have the demon grinder. Right?
I thought you guys took the demon grinder, but I could be wrong.
That's what I kind of
No, we
thought.
we have the scavenger. Yeah.
Yeah, because we upgraded the scavenger.
Yeah. And I'm like, it looked kind of too big. I'm like, oh. No, we did not
Yeah,
have
because
that.
it was more fuel efficient, but we upgraded, like it gave us the
Teleporter and gliding death armor.
yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
So yeah, you see a tormentor and 2 devil's rides, and on the tormentor, actually, I would say near the tormentor, you see. Let's see. There's my creatures. You see 4 barbed devils that are near the tormentor. And 2 bearded devils that are near the devil's rides.
Let's see. Well, are you driving or am I driving right now?
Rock, paper, scissors? I don't know. We'll roll.
Sure.
We'll roll.
Or D4 1 through 2. I'm driving. 3 for 4. You're driving. So
What is it?
you
How many D4s?
so just 1 D4. So
One
I'll do
D4.
it.
Okay. Odds, evens.
You're driving.
Okay, I'm driving. All right.
So I'll be up on the top. Kind of, it'll have been my turn to kind of be, calling out directions for the tracking and stuff. And so as we kind of pull up, I say we just swoop in on this. I'm gonna call down, like, let's just swoop in on these guys, and kill them, and take their stuff. That's
All right.
one goal here.
I put the scavenger to full ramming. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
Are they attacking us? Are we just gonna start attacking them even if they don't?
Yeah, we need fuel, man.
They're...
All right. Well, in that case, you guys are not trying to be sneaky at all.
No.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, wait up. Middle of the road.
Doggone it.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
Sorry, I'm having issues.
Okay, I got lots of initiatives to roll, so no rush.
Wait, who's on what? Like, if Tim is standing on top,
What?
like,
I did.
Yeah, I rolled. Did it? I clicked my character and then I.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
And it didn't go in for me.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
I know why. That's stupid. Sorry.
You clicked the big one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Tim. Well, you are driving, and you are
No,
the first to act. Or no,
I,
Tim's up top.
I'm driving.
So
Yeah,
you
Tim's on.
can either be manning one of the stations and use that, or you can just use an attack or whatever you'd like to do.
Okay, so longbow's regular range is 150.
Yeah, so you can hit any of these guys from here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take. I'm just gonna be on top and let the other people man the actual weapon stations. I'm just because I guess the way I was kind of sitting up on top of the cockpit, like watching for the tracks and calling down to Uljar.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna take 2 shots at this guy. Sorry. At the closest bearded devil, just trying to get a mission kill out of this first one before
Sure.
this kicks off. And won't get sneak attack or anything, so let's just go boom and boom.
Yeah, 16 is their armor class, so yes. Both of those hit.
Stuff. No sharpshooter. All right,
32 damage. He looks pretty hurt.
All right, and I'll kind of I'll point to the guy and it's like focus fire on this one, and then switch to the other vehicle. We need to thin the numbers we need to thin the numbers first before we engage fully.
All right. Anything else for you?
That's it.
All right. Mateo is going to try to do the same. He's going to try to take 2 shots at the bearded devil on the left. Even with disadvantage, those both hit. But he does not get sneak attack. It kills that one. And he is going to action surge and take 2 shots at the other bearded devil. (19 and 19) both hit. (24 damage). All right, and that's it for him. Ezra.
It's a long ways, huh?
It is. It's a big map.
Yeah. I will. Let's see here.
You have a short bow, right?
I do.
Or the weapons mount.
Gosh, even to there, it's a long ways. All right.
If you want, you can use the harpoon flingers from the scavenger.
Sure, I'll try a harpoon flinger.
So for that, you just want to open the scavenger character sheet, and then you just click on the harpoon flinger button. So those are the range for those are 120 feet. So I'll say it would be still with disadvantage.
Well, then I'll just
because the long range would be like 600. But yeah, the short range is. You can also hold your attack until the scavenger moves within range of 120, and then it would be not at disadvantage.
So if I shoot with my short bow, it'll be at disadvantage, but it's still within range at disadvantage.
What's the short and long range of it?
80 and 320.
Yeah, so it would be a disadvantage.
Okay, I'll just do that. I'll just take my 2 shots.
Okay, and which one are you shooting at?
That one.
Okay.
That's already been hurt right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Hello.
11's gonna miss, but 18 will hit.
Yeah.
Get him.
Ooh,
All right.
that's a good one.
Close.
And yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, these 4 bearded devils are gonna hop up into and onto their war machine. So that's the character movement. So the first one will take the helm and will drive towards you all. They go 100 feet. Let's see. And then there are 2 harpoon flingers on this one. So let's see. 2 of them will man the harpoon flingers and will try to shoot at the ones that are shooting up top. So let's see. First harpoon is coming at Ezra. 24 to hit.
That does hit.
For 7 piercing.
Okay.
The second one will shoot at 10. 12 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. And then the third one up top is just going to take the dodge action. Oljar.
All right. It can move like 120, right?
Well, what's the speed of your scavenger?
100. Oh, never mind. That's 100.
So yeah, it can go 100.
Is it from the middle or is it from the edge? Just want to make sure.
It's less than 100 feet away from you now.
Okay. Then I tell everybody, brace, and I pretty much gonna how do you call it?
Ram.
You drive directly into them.
Not directly into him. I see the little like the little pokey things on the side, so I'm gonna try to basically try to move this way a little,
Side swipe
and then like
something?
side hit it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a swerve into
like
it.
a swerve into it, and like
swerving T-bone, I guess.
yeah, swerving T-bone.
We're coming up with new words.
Alrighty then. Go ahead and make a
Pit maneuver, right? Oh, almost like it's like a but from the front. Like.
Sorry, what?
I haven't decided yet. Sure, make a dexterity check. Let's see how well you can pull off this maneuver.
Oh God.
All right, let's go.
I feel like your student driver little sticker is like very prominent right now.
Okay, so you have trouble with the maneuver, and you end up swerving around it rather than into it, and you actually end up running over the ashes of the bearded devil, and just barely miss the devil's ride over here. But you just end up kind of off to the side of it.
All right, well that's better than getting hit first, and I guess that's my movement. That's my action, right? Because
yeah, it would take your action to drive it. Yes.
Drive it. Okay. And then, yep. I'm like, don't worry, guys, I have it. You know, thinking.
You meant to do that. We'll give him a broadside now.
All right, and I guess I'll be off because I can't do anything else.
All right, what would Harry like to do? I wonder.
Shatter.
He does tend to do that, doesn't he?
Yes.
He'll
yes.
no. Harry
It's
would
like the most
jump
overpowering.
towards the tormentor and then shatter
Oh yeah, like in the air, because
in the air. Well,
for aesthetic
trying to
reasons.
land on the devil's ride while he shatters the tormentor, so you can drive on the devil's ride and like ride off or something
I
like
was
that.
thinking maybe he would cone of cold the 3 that are on top.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get the driver inside, but you can get the 3 that are on top.
It's a good move. So like.
Wow.
Wow,
Those
holy!
are some good con saves. So they all
Good
pass, and they're actually already resistant to cold. So they'll take 11 damage each.
Wow, they're resistant to cold?
They are indeed.
What are the odds of that? Because I'm sure you get a lot of cold attacks in Avernus.
It's like.
Alright, so that's Harry's turn. Lulu will bless Mateo, Uljar, and Tim, Ezra, and Uljar. 3 of you guys.
Mattel doesn't need blast. He's already blessed.
It's true. He's blessed by life. This bearded devil gets on the devil's ride and sees this is already going terribly and is going to just drive 120 feet in this direction. Tim.
All right, just trying to see how far away that guy is. Oof. What about range? 600 feet, so I could take 1 shot at disadvantage. I just want to. I want to. We're here to take stuff, so I'm gonna take a shot at him.
He does have half cover when he's in the driver's seat of the devil's ride.
But I have superiority die, so we'll see how that balances out.
Okay.
18.
19.
So 19
thank you.
minus 2 for cover would be 17. So yes, that hits.
Okay.
Shot.
Yeah, no.
10.
Ugh, but he's still alive.
Okay, I'm gonna take 1 more shot at him. I know this is probably dumb, but like.
That definitely
You are
hits.
not getting away.
Yeah.
Shot to the back of his head. He's like, bonk.
All
Yep.
right.
And
then
it
you
crashes on the
You
side.
see the devil's ride kind of fall out to the side and crash into the little
Oh yeah, and I have +4 from blessed
rubble
anyway.
rock over here.
Oh yeah, you do have +4.
Yeah. Oh, and so I'm gonna action surge, and then I'm gonna shoot at the one manning the harpoon because there's one.
Yeah, there are 2
Who's
manning
gonna
harpoon
dodge?
flingers and one that's just sitting up here waiting to attack something that comes close. But you guys,
But
he
he
wasn't
has
close
the-
enough yet.
Yeah, but he has the dodge action.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna.
And
I'm gonna
both
shoot
of
at
the
him.
harpoon flingers also give cover. But yes, you can
Yeah.
still shoot at them if you'd like.
I'm gonna shoot at I'm gonna shoot twice at the guy with who's taking the dodge action. So.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use sharpshooter on the first one. So
All right. Yep.
I think
26
good.
definitely hits.
The dodging doesn't give you disadvantage.
No, that guy's not dodging. He just has cover.
Oh.
It's the one
Well,
that
no.
was not on the harpoon flinger that was dodging.
Okay, so 17.
Uh,
Sorry, 7. And that's plus 10.
So 27?
Yeah, sorry, it should be 27. I forgot to do all the damage again.
Oh, good.
And
you get one more
I'll take
attack?
Yep. Oh, sorry, this one shouldn't get sharpshooter.
Yeah, not
so
hits,
it's just 19.
definitely. Yeah. All right.
All right, that's it for me.
All right, Mateo will also take 2 shots at that guy. Gets 2 hits. 25 damage. And Ezra.
Strong.
So, let's see here. Zoom in a little. Can I jump over?
Yeah, you certainly can. You guys are
I
close
will do
enough.
that. Yeah. Let me see. I'm trying to find myself in here. I can't see my token.
Oh, it's under the bearded devil.
There
There he is. Okay. So, yeah. So I will.
So there's kind of a moment as you guys are, as you guys are swerving and going past each other that you feel like either side could jump to the other side. And so Ezra takes
All
that
right.
quick opportunity, leaps. Go ahead and make a dexterity check, or an athletics check, athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
I prefer acrobatics.
Oh yeah, no problem.
All right.
You
So,
do like a sideways flip as you go from one to the other. Really fashionable. I'll give you
All right, I'll
advantage
attack.
on your first attack as you
Woo-hoo!
come down
Alright.
with a little extra momentum.
All right. So I'll attack that first one
Mhm.
to my left.
Oh,
Thank
This
you
guy?
for advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 23 definitely hits.
doing Errol
11.
Flynn
11
swashbuckler
damage,
shit
okay.
gives you advantage.
Again. Ooh.
Nice.
15 15 misses.
All right. I will go ahead and action surge
All right.
and attack again.
Everybody's
Dang.
got action surge.
What the heck?
11 misses. And
Oh
12
my
misses.
god.
So you look really cool on the first one, and then after that, he starts to get wise and starts dodging out of the way.
If you look at the first rolls, I rolled a 1, I rolled a 6, I rolled a 2, and I rolled a 3. What the heck?
You've got all the bad rolls out of the way now. That's
Bonus
Yeah.
action attack with my rapier, same guy.
Sure.
There we go.
Yes, 18 hits.
Okay. 5 damage.
Okay.
That's
you guys
it.
are tough. I forgot how tough Barb Devils were.
Yeah. So, this first one is going to run over here and is going to try to jump over to your guys's. Let's see if he can do that. Yep, no problem. Lands lands on top next to Harry. These other three, two of them come out from behind the harpoon flingers and are all going to attack Ezra, as you have been the only one to go over there and board. Oh, you know what? You were blessed, Ezra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll just run. You just roll 1.
yeah, roll 1d4 because that 15 might hit, but the other ones are not high. Yeah, so that one would have hit. So yeah, go ahead and roll 1 more damage for 6 damage. Okay. So yeah, these 3 are all going to attack you, and then the last one will attack Harry. So let's see. But yeah, they have parked their Tormentor. Their War Machine is currently not moving.
Wait, what's their armor class?
18.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, they make 3 melee attacks. 2 with its claws, 1 with its tail. So first one.
Christmas. That would be that last one. Jeez, there's going to be a bunch of them. I'll throw up a shield.
Okay. And what does that bring your AC up to?
24.
Okay. Second one will attack as well.
Miss.
Third one.
Miss.
Well, there you go. You throw up an arcane shield, and all of these attacks just bounce off harmlessly. You know, the
Good
bearded
job.
devil will attack Harry. He has disadvantage because of the cloak, so misses all of them.
Good going, guys.
Uljar. Man, there's
All
a
right.
lot. There's a lot going on the screen.
I guess it's a hatch, right? So I guess I'll bust out of the hatch raging.
Sure.
So it's 1d8, and I'll get number
Number
one.
one.
Number 1. That gives me. Where are you? So many. Here we go. Shadow tendrils lash around me. Each creature of your choice that you see 30 feet of you must succeed a con save or take 1d12 necrotic damage, and I gain 1d12 necrotic.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your d12.
D12. 8.
All right, so the second and the fourth one both take 8 damage. Okay.
And then the one attacking Harry, I am gonna actually, instead of hitting it, I'm gonna wrestle it. So I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
I'm gonna grapple it.
So
that's
make an athletics check.
I have advantage, and I'm blessed, right? Or that's
Yep.
blessed.
You have it grappled.
All right. And then I pretty much it's like, come on, everybody, take your shot at this one. And
All
I'll honestly, I'll kind of drag him like down the scavenger, like, so basically he's not like I'm right here and he, like right there, like that.
Okay.
And basically it's like give him room, give him space for everybody could like just hit on.
Okay, well, Harry will go ahead and take that opportunity to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Nice job, Harry.
So that's 19 and then 11. 30 damage. Let's see, Lulu. What is Lulu gonna do? She's gonna fly over here. She's gonna use her Trumpet of Sparkle.
Yay!
Wait, what is that?
That's amazing.
Is there an ability or is that like an item?
No, she flies over here and she just you hear this you see this large burst of light goes out in a cone and hits all 3 of these, just missing you, Ezra. You're kind of close. You kind of wince a little bit as the sparkles come flying out onto these devils, and none of them seem to like it. They have disadvantage on the con saves against this.
Would it really hit Ezra? You know, I think he's a pretty good person.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
There's got to be a good sound effect for that.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sure there is. I don't have it personally.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first one makes it, but the second 2 fail, and they take let's see, roll 4d8 plus 4. Okay, so the second one actually dies to that maneuver. Or the third one. Second one takes full 26, and the first one passes and takes 13.
You guys remember like Lisa Frank art from like the 90s?
Bearded Devils are dead.
what is it?
Tim.
I really feel like Lulu is like Lisa Frank art. I put it in chat. You'll see what I mean. It's just like it just doesn't quite fit with the rest of D&D vibes. It's just like very much like Technicolor, like unicorns and stuff.
Sure.
I love it.
She is definitely a unicorn.
Yeah. Just kind of, just everything else is everything else has a darker vibe, and it's just like it's a furry winged mammoth baby. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at this guy's he's the hurt one, I think. It's kinda hard to tell with all the one I was shooting at before.
This guy is the most hurt one currently.
Oh, okay, yeah. So basically the same guy I was shooting at before. I'm gonna take 2 shots at him.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
This is gonna hit. And I guess we'll get sneak attack on the first one.
True. All right, 16. And then 16.
All right. And that's it.
All right, Mateo will do the same. Attack that one. Get sneak attack on the first one. And has exactly 19 health. Nice.
Yes. Tag team.
And then he'll shoot the second one. Seven. All right. Ezra.
So, is there one kind of below me there to the left? It's a little hard to tell.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, I'll go after that guy.
We'll just move these off to the side. So
Good gravy. I'm still blessed, right? So
you are.
that doesn't
15 misses, though.
matter. Here's another one. Okay, at least that one will hit with the bless. Or
Yep.
same bless if you want.
Yep.
11.
Okay.
And then my rapier for the bonus. If you want to use the one, then it would be a miss.
Want to use what?
The bless. The first roll, I rolled a 1 for my first bless roll.
Well, no, that just
So-
made that first one 15. So then,
okay.
yeah, you can
Okay, so
roll
roll it
bless again.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. 16. Yeah, still misses. Okay.
All right.
The bearded devil did not like that trumpet of sparkles, so it's going to turn around and attack Lulu.
No.
Lulu, no. Whoa! No, Lulu.
Okay, so for Lulu, the first
Yeah.
attack is going to hit her because it's a crit. So she takes 11. And the second one, she is going to use a charge of her staff of defense to cast shield.
Oh yeah, we
Which
gave her that.
raises her AC to 24. So that claw and then the tail attack both miss.
Good job.
All
Ultra.
right. Oh, what happened to the other bearded devil? The one I'm grabbing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. He would have tried to attack you with disadvantage because you got him grappled. But
Okay.
Yep. I'll
Yep,
miss.
they all miss.
Okay, your turn.
All right then. I will. You know what? I'm gonna let him go, and I'll take out my Lightbringer and smash him over the head with it.
Okay.
So it's right, and 1, 2, 16, 19.
The 19.
you blessed?
Well, you are blessed.
Oh, yeah, I'm blessed.
So yeah, the 19 will hit automatically.
4,
But, yep. So both
3.
19. So yeah, they both hit.
All right. 1.
All right. So 12, 14, 23. Okay.
All right. And I smile at him.
Harry will go ahead and agonizing blast twice again. And Harry's not blessed, so it's just the 21 that hits for 9. Lulu. Oh, Lulu got hit actually. I forgot. She's got to make a concentration check. Oh yeah, she's fine.
She's fine.
Totally fine.
You're so fine.
What would she like to do? She's just gonna do the trumpet of sparkles again. Why not?
Why not?
Rinse and repeat.
This time she's doing it this way, so it hits everybody.
Does
Nah.
does pass with a 16, but still. D8 plus 4. So 14 damage to it. And Tim.
All right. I am going to see Oljar down there, kind of working on this guy, and I'm gonna shoot this guy in the back.
Okay.
Because he's facing away from me, and I'll get sneak attack. And yeah. 15 damage.
Yep.
And one more. And this one I'm gonna try to take more careful aim, see if we can finish this guy off faster.
That is gonna miss.
Yeah, even with actually, if I roll an 8 on superiority die,
And you're blessed.
and so it's a D4. Can't pick it. Nope.
14
Worth a shot.
misses.
Sorry, buddy. That's it.
Don't worry, I got him.
I know.
Mateo's gonna take 2 shots at the one next to Lulu. Second one misses though, surprisingly. 17. Ezra.
Yeah, I will just kind of flank that guy and go after him with my Sunblade.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes.
It's disappointing.
All right. 6 damage.
15. Am I still
Wow.
blessed?
You still are.
That is, golly.
Wow,
Yep,
3
16
critical
misses.
ones.
What
Oh,
the
those are on the off rolls.
And there's my rapier. Jeez.
Oh.
I mean, what am I rolling here?
All right. So the Spirited Devil is gonna get another shot at taking down Lulu. Let's see.
Oh, but wait. Did I have a +2 for flanking?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Wait.
Yeah, you're flanking with Lulu. That's true. So yeah, the 18 would have hit there, and 14. So yeah, you should roll your bless because you could roll a 4 and get that hit.
All right. This is for the 15 that I rolled.
Well, no,
So
the
that's 10.
15 you already rolled, so that was 16 plus 2 is 18. So now you got the 12 plus 2 for flanking. So that's currently at a 14. So you need to roll a 4 on your D4 to hit. But yeah.
I'm saying the 15 would have hit, though, right?
Yeah, the 15 plus 1 is 16, plus 2 for flanking is 18. So you hit with that one. That's the 10 damage you just rolled.
Yeah.
Now give me a
that's right.
D4 for that second rapier attack and see if
There we
that
go.
hit. No, 17 just misses. So,
Just missed. Okay.
so you do the
Still.
extra 10, but that's it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
So he will claw twice at Lulu and then tail strike. So she will cast shield and deflect the first claw. The second one still breaks through and deals 8 damage to her. And she's got to make a concentration check for Bless. Oh! Bless
Right.
drops.
Rats.
And Uldar.
The other beard that was gonna attack me.
Oh, you're right. I keep forgetting he's down there.
24 hits and 22 hits. 19.
9 reduced to 4. So yeah, 9 damage. 9 piercing.
9 piercing. Oh, just 1 damage than my actual HP. I'm like, that tickled.
Just scratched. Scratched
That's
Uljar's surface there. Your turn.
Alright. I smile at it, and then I'll
You
bash over the
first.
head with her. I'll attack recklessly too.
Sure. As you do. Yeah, 21 and 22 definitely hit. 11 and 22, 24. Yep, he did.
Hey, Tim, I told you I was gonna take care of it.
I know. I'm just trying to speed things along.
Harry will
And then-
turn around and agonizing blast this one twice. And wow, misses both.
Can't be on such a hair trigger there, buddy.
Lulu will heal herself. 11.
Nice.
And 10.
All right. So, nodding to Uljar as he finishes off and buries his club into the devil's head, I'm going to make my way over the machine and see Lulu in distress and take 2 shots at this big ugly guy.
All right.
Right. I am going to try for sharpshooter with the first one. We'll see how this goes. Or not.
Yeah.
I think it did okay.
Yeah, that hits.
And I'll get sharpshooter and sneak attack on that. So
Work out.
that's a lot of
Yep.
numbers.
Plus 10.
20, yeah. So yeah,
Oh, no,
21, 32.
10 is already in there.
Yeah. 32, 48 damage. In one hit. Yep.
That's
he's
Man,
dead.
all right.
how will you kill this spirited devil?
How would you like
He's
to do
still
this?
standing.
Yeah, so I'm like kind of like ginger, I mean, like it's not like a tank where there's like a flat surface on it. I'm like having to kind of like there's like blades and stuff. You have to like be very careful. And then I kind of lean over, see Lulu, and I'm like, oh shit, and I pull the bow all the way back past my ear, and then I mean it's a great bow, so like the arrows are like thick dowel rods, and this thing just like right through its head all the way out, and then Lulu just kind of like. I feel like if you have a trunk, it allows you to sigh more dramatically. So Lulu, like, yeah, exactly.
Dies in
Like,
relief, yes.
Yeah.
All right. With that, you guys are left with a bunch of ashes, but they do leave behind some of those soul coins you were looking for. So as you go through and count them up, you get 5 soul coins.
We are back in business, guys.
Yes, we are.
Back to 8 now.
Yeah, each of the ones. So you would actually find that each of the ones riding the Devil's Rides had 1 coin, and the one that appeared to be driving the Tormentor had 3 soul coins on him. You would also know that these vehicles could be towed by your vehicle if you wanted to take them with you, or anyone that wanted to ride any of them could ride them, or you could just leave them here.
Is there anything else to loot, like a really cool like bit of machinery or something we could strap on to maybe on our way back through? I mean, we'll probably actually have to transit through Fort Knucklebone, or
Yeah.
Well,
or
Mad
something
Maggie had said that she would be willing to pay you in either gold or soul coins if you had brought back any extra war machines from your travels that you would acquire.
Uljar, you can drive your own if you.
Yep. I'm happy me, Mateo, and you could each drive one, and then we can carry one using the
Well, I mean,
little grapple.
I don't want to burn through all the coins that we just got, and we've got
Well,
a long
no.
way to go.
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably still have some juice in them, right?
You would imagine that, yeah, that there would have had to have been a soul coin put into these so that they would function. So you imagine there's a certain amount of fuel still in them.
There's probably some fuel in it, so we can. That way, we can at least take all 3.
Oh, we're sorry. We're heading to the teleporter. Like, we're not heading back to Mad Maggie. I forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can
It
stop.
might be
I mean,
worth it.
yeah, we can probably sell this tormentor to her for a pretty good amount of soul coins. How much it costs us to get there? we'll probably make it back easily with
It's
one of
almost
the
like
double
3 soul
rides.
coins to get back to Fort Knucklebone, I think, because it's like, I mean, just getting here. I'd have to look at the full map, but just a thought. Yeah.
I think it's worth it because we may have a lot of driving in front of us.
Now, did
we
I
could.
already tell you to take off the fuel to get here? I forget. I think.
Yeah, you did. To get to where we are now. Yeah, you did.
It was yeah.
It was like pretty significant.
Yeah, I think it was. I measured it. I measured it differently. I think it was like 25 is what I had measured.
Yeah, 25.
So yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you guys have used 25 to get here. So you would. So yeah, just looking at it, you would imagine you'd use about 30 to get to the arches. You've never really been there, but you'd use roughly 50 or so, 50 or 60 to go direct to Fort Knucklebone. And you have to remember, going through the arches isn't a 100% guaranteed travel. If you're wanting to go to Fort Knucklebone via that route, it's pretty reliable because you guys have been there before. But yeah, if you're the less familiar you are with the place, the more likely you are for mishap, and you're teleporting. Much like the regular teleportation spells.
So we have two. We go to the teleporter. It costs us about maybe a day's ride, a little bit more, or we can head to Fort Knucklebone. So how do you call it? The war engines, and then from there we know how to cross. I guess the dock.
Yeah.
So and maybe we can help out the same devil to get some more soul coins. If not, we'll just pay him that extra soul coin, and
By the
either
way,
way we cross.
As you guys inspect this tormentor that you guys have just acquired, you notice that there are attachments on the left and right bottom sides of the machine that would allow for essentially a docking for the two smaller the bike ones.
Oh, cool.
So you essentially could attach those to the main war machine, and your scavenger could actually tow all three.
It. 3?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Also worth noting that the Tormentor is strong enough that if you were to attach the hook to the scavenger, the Tormentor could pull the scavenger. So,
so
Mateo would say, whatever fuel that we have left whatever fuel is left in the Tormentor, we might want to try to use that on our way there, and then as soon as it runs out, we could go back to using the scavenger.
Smart.
Then that's why you're the smart one, Mateo.
Yeah.
Well, that's something you guys have done before. So.
But
you are the smartest one, Mateo.
That's why we hired you for no money. And
all right, Tim. So go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
100. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you guys don't know this, but just we'll mark it down on your sheet so we can keep track. The Tormentor's got 66 hours worth of fuel currently in it, so they had pretty recently put the soul coin in it. They've only used about 6 hours since the last time they did that. You won't know that until it actually runs out of fuel, but just to help us keep track now.
Sure.
So where are you guys?
You know what? Roll another D10. Just let's see if you can get that 666, and it makes sense. Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, roll a D1000.
I don't know how to do that.
It's just / roll D1000.
Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Say, look.
218. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's just head toward Fort Knucklebone. We'll skirt past the Demon Zapper.
All right. Let's see. So you got to kind of go around a little bit because there is a little crevice that extends out from the lake.
Yeah.
You skirt around it. You go up probably past the hell wasp nest. And yeah, we'll call it 65 hours of fuel. So actually, as you pull into Fort Knucklebone, assuming you guys were using the Tormentor first, it actually gets you there without running out of fuel. But you can mark down on there that there's 1 hour left of fuel in it.
Okay. 65.
So yeah, you guys spend quite a few days traveling through Avernus. You don't see any additional tracks or anything of that nature. But as you guys pull into Fort Knucklebone with your extra acquired war machines, that is where we'll end off tonight, and we'll pick up there next week.
Nice.
Yay.
Yeah.
I anticipate being unavailable 2 weeks from today, so next week should be fine. But I do not think I will be available the next week. So,
On the 20th?
whatever we want to do. Yes.
Well,
whatever we want to do.
You know what's interesting is on the 19th, I'm actually going up to Eugene to watch a duck game. It doesn't necessarily affect anything on the 20th, other than A, I won't have as much time to prepare, and B, I'll probably be tired because I don't usually go out of town. So I wouldn't mind taking off the 20th if you guys are okay with that. It'll just give me a little extra time that week.
It's fine like that. I think I have something.
It's Thanksgiving, so I should be.
Well, yeah, Thanksgiving is the Thursday following that, so the week after that is Thanksgiving weekend on the 27th.
Well, actually, talking about that, could we all make it? Nobody's going like out of town or nothing like that.
Nope.
I'm available. Yeah.
You available? Tim, you good?
I think so. Yeah.
All right, I'm available too.
So I'll be
All right.
back.
I think that's good, especially this far ahead of time. We'll plan on taking the 20th off. I'm actually on vacation this coming week, so
Nice.
I don't know if you guys would be interested in doing an extra long session, like maybe planning on 6 hours. We have 5 or 6 hours. We could even start like an hour early or something. But feel free to think about that for next week if you guys want to.
Okay.
Because I'll have a little extra time to prep. But also, think about what you want to do. You guys have multiple paths. So if if you guys want to get together and chat this week, to in the next few days to kind of figure out what specifically you want to do, that can help me prepare a little bit. I'll probably prepare Kachichi's Ma and the whole Archon thing, so you guys can kind of go down both of those routes. And you guys are starting to get to the point where you're touching the end game a little bit, so I'll probably prepare the Bleeding Citadel. So if you guys get there, I can be fully ready for it.
Yeah.
There are other things that you guys still haven't discovered on the map, though. So.
Yeah, there's still a lot I can see.
I'm curious. I'm curious about Bell's Forge. I'm curious about some of the stuff on this side of on the
map. Yeah.
East side of the river, like what's going on down here? This tree here.
I was curious about this, but seeing those things up in the air that look like where's the thing called, the ones that invade people's minds?
Mind flares.
Yeah,
mind flares. I'm like,
they do look a little mind flarery, don't they?
Yeah, I was like, they look a little creepy.
Well, you see
like
on the map.
You
see on the map that area is called the Sibriex.
Sibriex. Looks like some Eldritch horrors and everything.
Stuff.
Yeah. But there's just also some small stuff here around here.
Yeah.
What's this black pool? Or even search this like the green thing we.
Yeah, that's another thing that's labeled on your map. Pit of Shumrath.
We just went there, but we never actually went in there, because they told us don't go in there.
Right. Whatever you do, don't go in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I will say though, I feel like Avernus has some high level enemies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You should really watch out for. I think our group is I feel like we
I'm a
might.
little
Yeah,
afraid for Uljar to meet Archon. That could be
Yeah.
that could be
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah, honestly.
You guys
I
are
w-
like matter and antimatter. I mean, it's like you're both dragonborn, but like one of them is the worships dragons. The other one's is like you're on like a holy jihad against all dragon kind. So
I might have to go back and watch some Joe Manganiello to get some inspiration on how I want to play Archon.
yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. That is going to be a great matchup.
I anticipate getting the honor of getting to play as Archon the Cruel. It's just a matter of what you guys do with it, I suppose.
I honestly thought Archon the Crow was a turtle. Oh.
No.
Or who's to the turtle? The evil turtle. Or turtle.
Am I allowed to tell you that?
No.
I don't know. Don't ruin anything.
I know. I know. It was a. How do you call it? It was a celebrity. I don't know who, but I remember a long time ago. I also heard about I heard about Joe Manganiello's Archon.
Yeah.
And then the crow, and then I will also learn about the turtle, but I don't know who that. I forgot the actor who plays it.
He was a turtle, or what? A turtle, right? Wasn't that his thing? I thought he was a turtle.
Oh, not Archon. No, Archon's a Dragonborn.
I mean, that's what Manganiello played. I thought.
Oh, maybe he did, but yeah, I don't know. Hilarious. I don't know all of his characters. I know that he's got like a celebrity D&D style like dungeon in the basement of his house.
Right.
That like all these major celebrities in LA will come down and play. Like he's had one of my favorite ones. I found out he had the Big Show down there to play D&D with him. Could you imagine?
Well, it's a big show.